Go, Yon, San, Ni, Ichi.
Ichi! Konnichiwa!
Minasan, konnichiwa.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the summer finale of Talk to Keki. We got a lot to talk about. We held off till everything aired. We got cakes, we got awards, but this is part one where we're going to cover shows. And in part two, we're going to have our award ceremony with a special guest. We will tell you all about that once that happens. I'm Matt, and as always, to join me, the man with the Josuke haircut, my co-host, your friend and mine, Ethan. What's up?
Gombawa Makun, Minasama watashi no mise yokoso.
There we go. His new beginning.
Yes.
New beginning.
I worked on that for a good 5 minutes before this podcast because I always
during his Japanese reference.
I want to learn. Not learn because I am learning, but I want to talk in Japanese, but I never can come up with it off the top of my head. So I was like, I want to say welcome to our shop, and I don't remember. That's what I just said, guys. For those who don't know, watashi no mise yokozo means welcome to my shop. So I wanted to say that, but I was like, I couldn't figure it out. I was like, what the fuck? And then I said, fuck it. I asked Siri, and fucking, I got it, wrote it down, had it right in front of me, and I was prepared. And that's gonna be my new intro. And you guys are gonna like it. God damn it!
You're gonna like it. You're gonna love it.
Fucking whores, you're gonna love it.
Are we tagging everyone?
Did you tag? Oh, do you want me to tag everyone?
I don't know how to do that shit.
God damn it! You just go into the fucking thing and go at. Let me refresh Facebook group.
Alrighty.
Comment.
We have a lot of news to talk about. We got a lot of adaptations to talk about.
Oh, we have a lot to talk about. We're gonna be doing this shit for at least 4.5 hours, I think, combined.
We're
all said and done.
We're gonna do our best, yes, but that is probably the grand scheme of things.
God damn it.
Like I said, I'll go through adaptations briefly. Sorry, and all that. Way of the House Husband is getting a season 2 officially for winter 23. So that's one for both of us to add.
Yes.
The manhwa, what you call it?
Why is it not a girl wa?
No, it's a Korean manga.
I know, but that was you just went over your head.
I know. Clearly. Yeah. It's gonna be on Netflix. Lookism, not Inokiism, just Lookism.
Rest in peace, Antonio Inoki.
Yes. Also, yes. Rest in peace, Inoki.
Completely anime, unrelated. Oh, did he have an anime made after him?
Yeah. No, I think it was. No, he was on the Tiger
You would think, right? In fucking Tiger Mask, you would think you would see Antonio Inoki, right?
Well, no.
Find a way to put that son bitch in there.
Well,
right?
I think it was mostly the All Japan guys on that one because we had Hansen.
That's one of my favorite fucking Japanese theme songs of all time, along with Tiger Mask. I really love the Tiger Mask theme song. I can listen to the Tiger Mask theme song because it just reminds me of 90s anime, perfectly.
You get it, Tiger.
Every time I hear the thing, I think of I'm on a fucking horse galloping.
Exactly.
And Stan Hansen, same shit because you're on the fucking thing. Same shit.
All right. The video game Onimusha gets an anime series. I haven't played the games, but I know it's a popular game in the States. For the people watching Agaretsuko, they're getting their 5th and final season, February 23. Let's see this one. What's the English name for this one? On Myoji novel series is getting Netflix anime in 23.
By the way, forgive my cough, guys. If you hear me coughing, I have a major sinus infection, and so I've got postnasal drip, and so I'll do my best to mute myself when I cough. But I sound like a fucking cancer patient today, so don't mind me.
That's not.
Hey, you know.
Yeah.
I gotta offend somebody. It's my job.
Right. I know it is. Sorceress Stabber Orphan is getting a 3rd season in winter 23. Too Cute Crisis is getting an adaptation 23. Original anime Giant Beast of Ours is getting a winter 23 anime. You added in this for winter.
Are you?
I am. I don't know about you.
What's the synopsis?
Oh, hold on, let me go back.
Shit.
In this TV original.
Yeah, right.
No synopsis, but there is a trailer. There's a teaser.
God damn it.
Looks like an action fantasy.
Interesting. We were just talking about this off air. We have 10 as of now for winter, excluding the continuations that we'll go over at the end of part 2, guys.
Yeah, which we are gonna have a lot.
Yes, we are.
Jesus Christ.
Why do we do it ourselves? Why do we do this to ourselves now?
Because we do it for the people. The people.
Well, I shouldn't mention our numbers, but I just, when we do this, sometimes I think to myself, like, we don't really, nobody fucking listens to us, right? We get people bitching at us, like, why do you tag us all the time when you guys go live? Fuck you guys.
Well, just in case.
Nothing matters to me until the Kenshin reboot. I mean, how many times?
It's coming soon.
Kenshin though.
Yeah, but you forget the guy had child porn.
Hey, we get the new guy, Matt. Hey, Matt.
Oh, Matt Q. Hey, buddy. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
Yes. I'm sorry to drag the creator down, man, but I had to point that out.
All right, let's keep it going, bro. We got a lot to talk about.
We do. Okay. The Devil's a Part-Timer is getting a season 3 in 2023.
Are you watching?
I already finished 2 seasons. I may as well. What you call it? Original short anime KJ File gets sequel in winter 23. For the people watching Kingdom, you're getting a season 5 in winter 24.
Winter 20. God damn, that's so long.
Yeah, they're gonna wait. The manga Shy gets a TV anime.
Yeah, I'm it.
What you call it? Stardust Telepath is getting a TV anime.
Good for Cody.
That's right. I forgot all about this.
I never will.
Anyway, the last one, The Great Cleric is getting a TV anime. One more thing, we finally solved the mystery of fucking Bleach.
Finally.
Hold on. No, I remember about that. That's why he's not getting my money for Pirate Baby. That's right, Pirate Baby. You are a pirate.
Arg.
Damn fucking right. It is going to be on Hulu and Disney Plus.
Yes, and myself and our special guest, who you guys will talk a lot there, both agree. If you're gonna, all right, cool. I never use Hulu for shit, right?
Yes.
So I'm glad I can finally use Hulu for something, right? And when I started watching, wow, what the fuck? When I first got back into watching anime in 2018, when I was living with my former roommate, she would watch Naruto, which is the first one I saw, on Hulu, and I didn't have Crunchyroll, didn't really know about it, so I'm getting back to my roots, which is cool. But the point of why I stopped this was, why don't they put fucking summertime rendering on goddamn Hulu? That would be fucking brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant. Unfortunately, it looks like you just missed out.
God damn it.
I know. Yeah, well, but yeah, that is it for news. And we're gonna get to the reviews.
All right. Oh shit! I gotta go first. Fuck.
Are you ready?
Let's get ready to
let's get ready to banter.
Yeah, right. I was just watching the DX one. That's why I said that. I went over My Isekai Life last week, or the last podcast. I went over Ruby, right? I ran over a few of these.
Your Ruby's done. I think you got Boruto and Black Summoner, or you finished Black Summoner?
I did not finish Black Summoner. Did I finish Bakumatsu? I don't recall.
I don't think so, no.
All right, so we'll go. Excuse me, Bakumatsu. Oh no, fuck it. We'll go with Boruto first. Boruto is real. It's getting really good. God damn it. Sorry, guys. Again, Blood War arc. Hopefully, they could be fleshed out better than the manga. Hopefully.
Yeah, if it gets rave reviews, I will add it to my list. I dropped it for now, but we will see what happens.
I will be definitely reviewing it and letting you guys know every week for the next 48 weeks what the fuck is going to be on.
Also, just because of this, it won't qualify for anime of the year until 2023.
Or 4.
Well, I'm saying, like, basically next year.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, so, but anyway, continue. Sorry.
All right. Boruto, like I said, is getting really good. we get a conclusion over the last 2 weeks. We get a conclusion basically to our arc. We have our assassin who tried to take out Kei, and Kawaki gets kicked off the mission because he fails to report the assassin because of the fact that he wanted to let Kei experience, like, regular high school life or whatever the case may be. And so it doesn't preclude him though from trying to figure out who the assassin is. So he gets with Aki and Himawari to try and figure it out. They make up some lie with Aki like liking a girl so they can get pictures from the girl who takes pictures in their class. And so they managed to see Botha, which is Kei's attendant, looking fishy. So Kawaki and what's her face and Himawari head over to Kei's house, and they see the guards already knocked out and the power goes off, and so they automatically know they're under attack. They see Botha with a kunai in his hand. They bust into Kei's room and they see that Botha is actually injured, and so we see the assassin there about to attack them, and so they basically, Kawaki and the assassin, they fight. Kawaki corners the assassin, but the assassin commits suicide via paper bomb, which was a big thing in the previous episode because they almost blew up the academy with paper bombs. Anyway, so the assassin blows himself up, kills themselves, if you want to use pronouns, pal, themselves, and they use the information that Botha was able to get from his surveillance, because we find out that he was looking sneaky because he was following a suspicious character, but he managed to gather information. So using that information, they're able to find out that the evil person who contacted and employed the assassin was a minister who was the younger brother of Kei's like attendant or whatever the case may be. And so they arrest him, the assassin's dead, and all's well that ends well, right? But they leave it open for interpretation because Kawaki is like, I don't know. Something doesn't feel right, despite the fact that it seems over. So we'll see what happens in the next episode. But I'm not doing that explanation justice. I'm just, Boruto, this particular arc hasn't been great. So I just want to move on from it and move on. But the last couple weeks have been like really, really solid, I'd say for sure. So Bakumatsu Bad Boys is one of my first what's it called? Finale reviews.
Yes.
What the fuck happened during it? Basically they what's his face? Sakuya and Ichiban Boshi, they fight this reincarnation of the war, I guess the warmonger or whatever the fuck. It has a name. I don't remember what it is. So we'll call it the warmonger for now. They fight the warmonger, they get bodied. They get absolutely wrecked. Sakuya has broken fucking ribs and is bleeding internally, and Ichiban Boshi shatters his hand and can barely hold his what's it called? Katana. And so regardless though, they get up and they find commonality amongst each other. And basically, at the end of the day, the whole goal is to save everybody and try and save Tsukito. And so they head over to where the souls are all coalescing in the center of town. There's a bunch of souls that are coalescing. Basically, we find out, as I believe I mentioned, or I may not have, but the main person, the main villain, like the main boss, I guess you could say, of Tsukito, was actually a minister from within their government. And so he basically summons all these souls to try and resurrect the warmonger, and they all coalesce in the center. And so basically everybody else follows the souls. They follow everybody. And so everybody ends up in the center. They all face the warmonger, who again is possessed Tsukito, and they're able to easily defeat, not easily, but with their powers combined, earth, wind, fire. No, I'm just kidding. With their powers combined, they're able to defeat the warmonger. And as Ichiban Boshi is trying to rescue Tsukito, the evil, I guess, minister basically sacrifices himself as like a final grand soul and is able to basically give a second life over to the warmonger, who now, instead of like a skeleton in ashes, like he looked a lot like a Susanoo, as we had mentioned beforehand in the previous episode, but now he gave it like skin and like he's got like a weird eye, like it looks like a freak fucking horror character. But regardless, it's supposed to be the reincarnation of this fucking warmonger. And so they have a struggle trying to kill the warmonger, but Tsukito still has his consciousness throughout this entire process. He still maintained his consciousness because he's, he has a strong will and he wants to fight at the end of the day for what's right after he turns, and his brother made him see his ways. So what's the best way to defeat the monster? Killing himself. and
All
Tsukito
right.
commits seppuku in order to defeat the monster. And it's basically all's well that ends well. The warmonger dies, and Ichiban Boshi rushes over to Tsukito, and Tsukito says, "Hey, I didn't kill mom and dad. Mom killed herself to save me, and so I killed myself to save you. Like, that was pretty cool, right?" And Ichiban Boshi's all crying, and he's like, "Yeah, you were the coolest, you were the bravest, you were the strongest. I love you, brother." And Tsukito smiles and passes away in his arms,
No.
and cries, and everybody's, that is what it is. And then the rest of the story is basically just them like continuing on with their lives. Basically, we see Ichiban Boshi talk to the sister of the guy who was his best friend from earlier in the season, and they talk. We see one of the other members of the Shinsengumi, who was like the main, guy of like the orphanage, like poor people, whatever the case is. He was delivering rice balls. Saki is like doing his own thing. We see Akira and the other guy whose name I'm forgetting again. They talk about marriage and things of that nature, because he has to basically go into exile because he's part of like the people that try to overthrow the government. Even though he wasn't, he's still associated with them, so he may still get killed. So he has to go into hiding, but he says he wants to come back and marry her, and that was cute, whatever the case may be. The scientist continues to go on his life like studying, but at the end of the day, they're all Shinsengumi, and they all head out together to go fucking man the streets and whatnot. And it was a solid ending. I don't know that it'll get a season 2, but it was pretty solid as a whole. I gave it a 3 out of 5. Solid 3 out of 5. Excuse me. And then my final review is Black Summoner.
All right.
Black Summoner was pretty fucking solid. What the fuck happened in Black Summoner? I don't remember.
Do the best you can.
Okay, so I forget his name now, but basically, what's his face? Kelvin has a pretty decent battle. I can't lie, it was a pretty decent battle with this general from the Trisen, like I guess Kingdom or whatever, and I forget the guy's name, but basically he has a pretty good battle with him. The guy is pretty like arrogant, but with Kelvin being pretty OP, he's able to basically match him like whatever the case may be. And so he manages to put a scratch on the guy, on the general, and the general gets like super pissed off because again he's like super like into himself, like he's all that. So he basically unleashes like, "Oh, I'm gonna unleash my most powerful like thing," whatever the fuck is a spell or whatever, magic, and it's like this crazy like vortex that like sucks up like the life around it in order to maintain its like both its offensive capabilities and its defensive properties as well.
Right.
So it's pretty solid. And so Kelvin recognizing this is like, "Oh shit, well let me come up with a spell off rip." And so he's like, "I haven't perfected it yet, so let's try this." And he comes up with an S tier magic spell like that he hasn't perfected, and he's able to slash the fucking with his sword, because basically during the battle his staff gets broken defending that like the guy's previous attack, but he did manage to leave the scratch on him, but his staff is broken. So he basically takes his staff, sticks it into Clotho, his slime, and out comes an S tier rank staff. And so he gets an S tier rank staff. He's like, "Let's do this S tier magic." He does the S tier magic, slices through this guy's defense, no problem. The slice is so powerful with the staff, he fucking slices through a mountain, slices through the tip of a mountain, and we see our general on the floor, and he's missing both his fucking legs. He didn't kill him. He wanted to kill him. He's like, "Oh, I missed," but he sliced off both this guy's legs. So as he's coming over with his staff to deal the final blow, the general's brother, another general from the area, basically swipes him using like teleportation magic or something, and is like, "Hey, I'll leave it up to you guys. I'll tell you straight up, you guys beat him, but there's still use for him. So we're gonna do what any good bad guy does when they lose: retreat, so we don't die. So we'll see you later." And so he dips, and all's well that ends well from that standpoint. Meanwhile, back in Trisen, we see the general. He's healed, but he lost. So the other general that saved him begins to start like torturing him by doing experiments with like cursed weapons. He's like, "Oh, let's see what happens when you get stabbed with a cursed weapon. Let's see when you get stabbed simultaneously with 35 cursed weapons." And he's like, he tells one of the people like, "Oh, heal him when he dies, when he's about to die, so we can keep doing this." And so they torture him basically for losing against Kelvin.
Nice.
And the rest of that series is basically Kelvin, they have a banquet, like the Elven Kingdom has a banquet to celebrate their safety and Kelvin's success and the gang's success. And so there's a nice moment between him and Effiel where he basically puts on like Effiel receives like some sort of like commemorative thing from the village that used to be her mother's. Excuse me, used to be her mother's. And so Kelvin puts it on. They share a nice moment together where she's like, I want to serve you forever. I want to be by your side forever. Yes, of course, blah, 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 whatever. And so we see a little girl come up to Kelvin, run up to him and hug him and say, Nichan. And he's like, oh, it's all good. Like, he just plays it off like whatever. And then he's like, oh, allow me to introduce myself. I'm the king of the area of the Northern Kingdom. And he's like, you're a little girl? And he's like, oh, I have this magic that basically lets me turn into whatever I want. So I disguise myself as a little girl in the village. But I want to let you know that you passed your S tier adventurer test. And so you're now an S tier adventurer, and we're going to have a banquet to celebrate the S tier graduates, and you guys are going to have mock battles against each other. And of course, Kelvin, being a battle junkie, he's like, he gets fucking excited. He's amped. He's like, oh, I get to fight some other S tiers. Like, this is going to be awesome. I can't wait to see if they're more powerful than me. And basically they set up a season 2 from that perspective because of the fact that the Trison army is still alive and we get this S tier like tease and whatever the case may be. So again, I'm not doing the explanation justice because it's been so long already that I'm forgetting, but I really, really, really enjoyed this show up until a surprise contender kicked it out. I had it in my top 5. That's how much I liked it. I gave it a solid 4 out of 5.
Nice. Is that it for you?
That's it for me, buddy. Short and sweet since I did 2 of them beforehand.
All right, very good. I'm gonna start with Devil's a Part-Timer season 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna start deleting stuff as we go along, by the way, on the list, and adding stuff as well.
Oh, you're gonna be swapping stuff out.
Yeah, I'm swapping it up as we talk. I'm gonna start deleting.
Okay. But yeah, I'm gonna do the first of many disappointments, but we Chiho is still comatose from that little incident with the broadcasting for thanks to the angels. Gabriel and Ragel. Sorry. All right. So basically, Mao and the guys it's this final battle with the angels and these delinquents, the heroes, the demons, all that shit. All's going on, and Mao transforms to his demon form, and it's so generic, unlike the first season. It's like, Jesus Christ. Chiho, during this, finally wakes up. But there's someone talking inside of her, and you find out it's the hero's mom, because Emmy was trying to look for her mom, because one of the people for the other world told her, oh yeah, she's around somewhere. So this mother took over Chiho's body. So she has of course she has godlike powers. She has this fire arrow, and since Chiho herself is just good at archery, it works. And then they basically chase off Gabriel and Ragu. They retreat, and Mao never got a chance to pour cola down Gabriel's nose like he threatened him with.
Yeah.
Yes, that was an actual threat. I'm going to pour cola down your nose.
Don't threaten me with a good time, pal.
Yes, for, making us take the subway and shit. Trying to get to your ass. All that happens. They retreat. The heroes celebrating. Mao meets Chiho back at the hospital. Before that, though, Chiho talks as the mother to Emmy, but won't reveal herself, and she leaves the body. Now the next day, with Mao talking to Chiho, and there's someone else in her body now, and it was the same angel that helped Mao when he was a kid. So as they talk about all the past souls, and Mao freaks out a little. And yeah, she talks for a bit, stops, and that was where that episode ended. It's a disappointing season.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the first one because there was charm, there was the humor, animation was great. This one, it just felt bland, almost fillerish. And I didn't care about Alice Ramos, the baby. I enjoyed Gabriel. That's it, because of course it's voiced by Dio. Happy Dio Day, everybody!
Happy Dio Day. You guys notice the shirt? Speedwagon, the best day ever.
Exactly. Number one waifu. Don't even compare.
None
whatsoever. Yeah, this one is a 3 out of 5.
Low 3, right?
Low 3.
Yeah.
But we will try again for the next season. All right. The next one is a non-finale, but it is a penultimate. The maid I hired recently is mysterious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to talk about both episodes, because basically they're going to be short. The maid that wanted to bring Lilith back is Natsume, and she is a fucking tsundere. And basically she says Yuri's unworthy for Lilith. That's why she's like trying to bring her back. But, Natsume loves Lilith. That's why she wants her around.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, Marty. Speedwagon sure gives him life. As he's coughing to death over there.
Yeah, this goddamn fucking...
Yeah, but on that, Natsume observes Lilith and Yuri, and she sees how much they're like attracted to each other and all this.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's like, all right, fine, I won't let you leave. You can stay. And then basically, that was it for that one. Second half is a Christmas episode. And of course, Tsukasa, the little girl who's shipping Yuri and Lilith in her imagination, talking about her fucking, what you call it? Oh, they should go romantic getaway, stuff like this. They're sleeping in the same bed. All this fucking shit. And she's like, dude, like, girl, you're 10. Chill the fuck out. Seriously.
Shaking my head.
That's what I was just saying. Like, the girl, chill, shit. But that penultimate episode was just a Christmas party. I got one more episode that will be reviewed in the finale, or in our fall premiere, actually.
Our fall premiere? Oh, it hasn't dropped.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like when we record our fall stuff.
When is that? That's next Thursday?
If everything's out, or do you want to wait for 2 Year Eternity?
Up to you, brother.
We'll figure it out. Let's see if we're caught up by then. If we are, then we will.
I mean, nothing's really dropped for me. This is a slow season for me, buddy. Not for you, but for me, it's a very slow season. So,
yeah.
Although I may add one, because it's just simply not because it's Gundam, but because it's a Yuri. I've been dying for a Yuri.
I'm adding for both, but mostly the Gundam, because it's been years. I may as well come back for one. And I hear this one's getting praise, so that's good. Yes. If it was mediocre, I was going to say no.
We'll see.
But with Maid I Hired, don't expect a high score. Don't expect awards. I'm telling you guys right now. Don't expect anything from them.
That's why I drop it.
It's fine, but I'm tired of wholesome maids. Bring back the good old days of lewd maids, damn it.
Give us the slutty ones. Hi, Koshijin-sama. Eat it.
Just
Hayaku, eat it.
Someone throw a fucking pie. That's it. Okay, moving on. Classroom of the Elite. Basically.
Oh, I thought it was fucking muted. Fuck! I thought I muted it.
No.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Okay. Classroom of the Elite Season 2, aftermath of Ayada Koji making Ryu and his bitch during that beatdown. that was the best part. Just beating him into fucking submission. Wow, this blank stare. But what'd you call it? Ryu, it was debated dropping out of school. Because because after being the shit out of him, like he felt like he lost that power of dominance over people.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, because again, he abused literally everyone. He waterboarded the students.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh god, no. So Mio, the right hand lady classmate, talking about like, oh, you're gonna be leaving all this. She starts trying to fight him, but she's like, fine, do what you want. I don't care. All that shit. And Ayada Koji was like watching on, and he actually talks to Ryu again. Because he thinks he can be useful as an ally, so he kind of convinces him to not drop out. And he's like talking about, so what's your plan now? And right now, Ayana Koji's next plan is to get Kushida expelled. You know, the sociopath with the split personality. Because, you know, because she has the whole, oh yeah, you raped me, you touched my boob with your hand. Well, I forced you to. All this shit, and if I pass this test, you're gonna get expelled, even though that didn't happen because he passed the test from that little switcheroo. So basically, okay, she's got to go. Get out of the way. On the other side, Kei Karizawa, she's talking to Sai, the other classmate. Sorry, Ari, and Ari is the one that asked Ayana Koji out, and she's talking to Kei. So you don't mind if I try to date him, right?
Right.
But Kei secretly likes him. Like she like slowly realizing it during this episode. So she in her head's like, don't like, no, you're not gonna fucking date him. No, he's mine. And then Ari just does this plan of how she's gonna like, oh, we're gonna do lunch, we're gonna do a movie, and then after that, I'm gonna go confess to him at this tree. First date, mind you. All this shit.
Oh.
So Kay was like, oh yeah, that'll work. Oh yeah, do you want to bring your boyfriend not boyfriend? Make it a double date? Because everyone thinks Kay's dating Yosuke. It looks like they are on appearance, but they're really not. So it's like more like a public thing. So that happens, and then Ayana Koji goes to the date, and you find Kay and the other guy. He's like, oh yeah, let's have a double date. And then Ayana Koji's looking at Kay, he's like, your girl's plan is interesting. She's like, what? What are you talking about?
Nani?
None of this is happening. And they eat, they do the movie, and then Kay and the other guy leave. And then what you call it? Ari is talking to Ayana Koji. And she's like, did you have a good time? And I was like, yeah, I had a good time. Like, why? Like you haven't smiled at all. And I kind of like, you're not someone worth smiling for. Like he said that to himself. So yeah, the anime made a little bit of an edgelord, unlike how it is in the light novel. But like in the light novel, like he wants to be more human. Like he wants to have a life. That's why he left the White Room. And the anime, they're just making this expressionless edgelord, despite being very intelligent as fuck. But yeah, she asks Ayana Koji out, and of course Kei is spying for the bushes, and he tells her no. And she's like, I kind of figured, but may I ask why? I was like, I'm not going to say yes to someone I'm not attracted to. And she starts crying right away. And then he says, oh yeah, I can see you for the bushes, Kay. And so yeah, now the Kay and Ayana Koji are walking through, and she asks him, so why'd you really say no to her? It's like because she's not a good replacement for you.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, it's for a tool, but in general, still.
Yeah.
Also, before that, though, Ayana Koji talked to Suzune about this whole student council proposal that the brother had. And then Suzune's like, you're fucking lying. Like, my brother doesn't like me. Why you do this to me? And then Ayana Koji pulls his phone like, there you go. He's on the phone. I have his number. And it's like, and he's like talking to her, and she's like, okay, he's not lying. Like, fine, I'm gonna do this, but I'm not gonna help you out with your plans anymore. So Suzune's gonna do her own thing while Ayana Koji has Karuizawa now. But yeah, they're walking through the snow. It's Christmas Day still. Karuizawa gives Ayana Koji a gift, like an actual Christmas gift. And then surprisingly, Ayana Koji does the same thing, but it's cough medicine. Because of the cold, because again, being waterborne in fucking winter. So he was figuring for health, but she was already fine. So Karuizawa in her head was like, it's the thought that counts type of thing. So they're walking home. Then they're basically going back to the dorms. That's where the episode ends, but there's an after credit.
But wait, there's more. So
they split up. Like, I'm going home. It's like, okay. and Ayana Koji bumps into the leader of the Class B, Arisu, like with the cane. Like she knows about Ayana Koji, and she knows about the White Room where he was from. So he's like, I should be the one that takes it down, like the false genius of the White Room. And then he's like, do you really think you could bury me? And that's where that ended. So we're getting to season 3 in 2023. There are a lot of good stuff, but as an adaptation, it is bad. Especially the math test and the athletic spot. Like after that, so like the first half, after that, it got better. It's a light 4, but like a 3.75.
I listen to you and I'm like, I don't ever have a desire to watch it. It's not. It doesn't sound like something I would.
It's not. It is not for you.
Okay.
I can say that at least.
It's not acting. It's not crying. It's not titties.
Yeah. Well, there's some fan service stuff, but
I feel like I would be perpetually like aggravated with fucking Ayana Koji. Like,
yeah,
that's all. I would be
that's the problem. Like he's supposed to be his unique character, but in the anime they're making him like this angsty teen with social issues. That's the little issue they had there. All right, moving on. Shadow's House.
All right,
this is a goodie.
All right.
Well, we picked up where we left off with Mary Rose and Rosemary jumping off the cliff into the abyss. And then people are freaking out. And the fact that happened on the grown-up side, the kids can't be blamed. So Kate and Minako, they can't be blamed. So Edward is like freaking out. So he tells everyone to just get the fuck out. Like, don't talk to this, get out. So they do. And Minako and Kate go back to the room. And guess who's in the room? The hooded person that we talked about during the season. Who we thought was Rosemary. But wait, she jumps. So who is this? It's Christopher's doll, Anthony. Because remember, Christopher killed himself. So basically Anthony and Mary Rose, they were conspiring to finally like dismantle Shadow's house. So he came there to recruit Kate. But unfortunately she says no for right now. And then Anthony, as he leaves, like, it's one of those, don't come to me, I'll come to you. Like,
don't come in me, I'll come in you. What?
Yes. Stop it. But yeah, it's basically that. Like I'll find you. That's it. It's not one of those once I find you worthy enough, we'll do that. And then basically, Kate gets promoted for all of the hard work trying to find the mask hooded person. And so does Emilico. She's like the head maid for her group. And Kate is close to becoming a starbearer. So this second half, also before this though, Kate even helps Emilico clean up in their room because basically Shadows can't do it because they're the masters. And the dolls do all the work. So it was cute seeing her try to help his sister with the cleaning. Because like they want to bond, basically they're in sync, not just whatever they do. And then basically now we get to the second half. It's focusing on the dolls. And remember one of the girls that got tortured for like basically covered in soup to get soup sickness and then drown them in water to get it out over and over again. Because of this, she doesn't want to clean anymore. So she doesn't come out, and you need everyone in the group. So everyone's been picking up the slack. It's like, the higher ups, they're not going to give a shit. Like, you guys are going to get in trouble. Like, they'll dispose of us. And it got to the point where it's been weeks, and then just still hasn't came out. So Barbara calls them over saying, you guys are doing poorly after I promoted you. What the fuck is this? So Emilico stands up for her girls, so her other dolls in her group. And then Barbara responds by fucking kicking her in the gut, sending her flying to the wall. Like, don't talk back to me.
This is Sparta!
Exactly. It's like, don't talk back to me, you motherfuckers. So that happens. So they're like, okay, they're gonna have a hearing, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And so it ends with Barbie and Barbara on one side, and Mitiko and Kate on the other side, like face to face.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like it's gonna lead to season 3. This was great.
Yeah.
Strong 4.25.
Okay.
So I love it.
I can't watch it anymore just because my fucking, I guess you can call her my ex, fucking was watching it. So
like it ruined it for you.
yeah, it really did. Like it's odd though. Like I watched like the first couple episodes, and it isn't something like I don't think I could see myself watching. Not because I think it's bad. It's just it's a bit odd for my taste, I would say.
Right. All right, now for the one I picked up, Cyberpunk Edgerunners.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna go like I'm not doing a recap. I'm just gonna talk about it. It's great. I love it. 10 episodes. Animation beautiful. The world is awesome.
There's fucking. I heard there's fucking.
There is fucking.
I don't know if you guys can hear that.
There is some nudity.
Anime opai.
It's it's not a romance anime, Angel. So I don't know where you're getting that shit from.
Because he's fucking soulless.
Yeah. But anyway, hold on. Am I echoing on your end?
Nope, I hear you fine. I hear you fine, buddy. As we deal with some technical issues, guys. Go men. Go men. Not go women, go men. Don't hear anything at all. You're on mute.
How about now?
Good.
Okay. God damn it, I can still hear myself. But anyway, I like David. I like Lucy. Rebecca's also. It's fun character.
You're cutting like in and out, buddy.
How about now?
Good.
Okay. But yeah, I enjoy it. If you have time to watch 10 episodes to binge, it's definitely worth checking out. 4.5.
I'm definitely in the middle of trying to finish Trigun, so
okay,
we'll see.
How many more do I have before my main event? All right, summertime. You're ready.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All
ready.
All right, it's a 2-episode one.
Never.
All right. But yeah, Ushio is still fighting Shide. And then Rinosuke is taking over Shide's body to like help out. And like it's an even fight for right now, but Ushio is now out of commission. Kept getting hacked and slashed. And now it's just nope, she's out. So now it's up to Rinosuke and Shide. Shinpei, he gets his arm cut off during all this, like shit. But yeah, Shinpei tells Rinosuke, "I'll just tag me in. I'll take over from here." And while that's going on, Rinosuke is trying to hack Shide's armor while Ushio's making special bullets that would get rid of Shide's armor to kill him. So all that's going on, they got to buy time. And basically, she finally gets it. Shinpei grabs the gun again. You see this beautiful shot of Shinpei and Ushio together. Shoots him. Shoots Shide. Shide's dead. That is it. All of that happens, and you see the world. This whole world is starting to slowly disappear.
Shadow world.
Yep. And what you call it? Hane is talking to Rinosuke, and she says, like, maybe in the next life, can we be friends? And then Rinosuke's like, yeah, I would like that. All that is happening, and then basically they're in the beach, Ushio and Shinpei. Ushio is like slowly starting to disappear, and Shinpei says, I want to go with you. It's like, I don't want to go back without you. And then Ushio says, "Come on, it's okay. Just go." You can still hear me, right?
Mhm.
Okay. As that is going on, Ushio says, "I have one more thing for you." So basically, it looks like they're in a loop type of thing, right?
Mhm.
As the credits are rolling, and it's like, I don't have much time, but just like this, I just want you to know that at this, it's okay. And they're back to where they were in the very beginning on the boat. He landed on the girl's breasts, Nazuna, like in the first episode.
Mhm.
So Ushio sends him to another reality, like universe, where they're all alive, even Ushio.
So it wasn't a dream,
It
but
wasn't a dream, but
I was really hoping it would be just so you get pissed off.
Oh yeah, no, it would lose a star and a half if it did. But no, yeah, it's like a multiverse type thing. So Shinpei is now in there where everyone's alive.
What happened to the Shinpei that was in there though?
Well, I think that world's kind of gone. I think because basically, even if he did come back, like everyone's dead.
No, but I meant like what happened to the Shinpei in this alternate universe that he's in now?
I have no idea. I guess with Ushio's powers with the eyes, he was able to make it away seem like basically take over that. I believe. I don't know.
Imagine like you just have your life and then it's like you keep all the memories of another existence in your current existence.
As the thing, he remembers everything that happened, kind of.
Yeah.
But it felt like a dream to him. Like he was like crying, fucking seeing Hizuru. Was like, I'm glad you're alive and all this.
Then everyone's like, what the fuck?
Basically, yeah. And but yeah, he talks to Hizuru, says her like her real name and all this. Is like, how the fuck you know that, you son of a bitch?
Oh, the old man?
No, the lady still.
Oh,
the
okay.
Hizuru, yeah. But the old man, he has 2 eyes now because the shadow didn't like get rid of his eye.
Yeah. But does Shinpei still have his eye?
No, that eye's gone. He has a normal eye. So basically, now instead of him visiting the island for Ushio's funeral, he's just there for the festival, the cultural festival that was going on.
Bunkasai.
Yes. So what's going on? He sees Mio, like in the bike, where she like tripped over and fell in the water. He's like, stop! But no, like she like hit the brakes. Like, no one cut the brakes. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, so he's talking to everyone.
He's got PTSD. He's got major PTSD.
Yes, I agree. But yeah, all that's going on. Ushio is there. She looked like she was about to punch Shinpei because remember, Shinpei left the island and she didn't want that. So she wanted to go punch him, like they're like getting ready. Nope, she stopped herself right before the face touched. And all the friends were like, he didn't do it. Yeah, then yeah, like she has conflicted emotions, but she ran off for right now. Then yeah, they go to the cafe where the dad works, and she's talking, and Shinpei is talking to Hizuru there, and she's like, "Oh, so you had that same dream too, basically, of everything that happened over there." So it's like they don't remember bits and pieces; they just know some stuff. And you find out Hizuru, instead of trying to kill the shadows there, she wanted to go back home to basically she got burnt down right because she's an author still. So basically, she's basically going to be using this whole story as an inspiration for the next novel of everything that happened. So we'll get to that in a bit. And then you see Ryosuke, the brother, like he's alive too, and his daughter is Hane. They're like, since he's older, like they got married and all, so he has a kid, and Hane's the kid. I'm like, all right, you know what? That's cool. I'll take that.
Okay.
All that's going on. So yeah, Shinpei's reconnected with everyone. People are being happy. He meets Ushio at the beach while Ethan jerks off his microphone.
I was wondering if you would see.
Yeah, but yeah, Shinpei was apologizing to Ushio for leaving, basically. Then Ushio starts apologizing. And you find out why she's been more at the beach, because she lost the necklace, the cell necklace that Shinpei gave her.
Oh.
And so she was like trying to find it while they were like talking and reconnecting. And Shinpei found it.
Mm.
And then we go to the festival. What's going on? And so talks to Shinpei like, so Mio, like I'm gonna try my shot with her. Like you're cool with that, right? Like yeah, go ahead. Like you still like her? Like she rejected you like multiple times. Like I got a feeling about this one.
I got a feeling.
Yeah, basically all that's going on. They're all hanging at the festival. Hizuru was like typing maniacally while laughing about the novel. She's writing it down. like she's like, it's so much. It's so fucking amazing. And she titled it "Summertime Render."
Wow.
So that's where the title comes from.
Okay.
I was like, that's cool. Okay, I like that.
That's a good tie-in.
Yeah, and then at the final scene, Ushio sheep at the beach at night. Fireworks are going off. Ushio tells Shinpei, "Welcome home," and then he like leads into her type of thing. With you hear him talking, but it's like a whisper, and he says, "I'm home," type of thing. So it's a really sweet end. It's a nice epilogue. I loved it.
I saw you're gonna tell me like he leans into her and is like, "I am the shadow." Cut black.
Yeah, no,
black.
No,
bro, that would have been fucking crazy.
It would, but I'm glad you're muted. You're muted. He got so excited. I unplugged the microphone, ladies and gentlemen. Unmute yourself, buddy. You're hold on. He's waiting. He's waiting to unmute himself. He's just not doing it yet.
God damn it!
But no, fantastic series. Easy 5.
I want it on fucking Hulu.
Yeah, well, it's not meant to be for you.
Son of a bitch.
Son of an Arlian whore. Motherfucker.
God damn it. All right, buddy.
All right, that's it for my stuff. We are 52 minutes in. Let's get to actual finales.
What have we gone over? Rent a Girlfriend, we've already gone over, right?
That was the only finale we had done.
Ah, shit. I'm dying over here.
Yeah, that was the only finale we had.
Girlfriend, delete.
You want to start with Cuckoo since that was basically spring?
Yeah.
All right, we got it was a 2-parter.
Wait, did we do Harem?
We didn't finish Harem.
We didn't finish Harem. We didn't do...
Everything was penultimate.
All right, baby. Let's go into these.
All right. We had a back-to-back special of Couple of Cuckoos.
Yes, we did.
Basically, beach episode for the first one. Basically, beach day is over. They're about to get in the car, and Sagawa just grabs Umino and says, "Oh, by the way, we're going to catch up. You guys go ahead." All I think it is they're going to fuck.
That's what should have happened.
That is what should have happened. But all that is going on. And then, of course, Sachi and Erica are like, this is suspicious. What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
And then Sachi's like, this fucking hussy. Taking my Onis.
I really hated fucking Sachi.
I know. She's the least favorite of the 3.
Oh, I know.
But yeah, Sagawa and Nagi-kun, they're going to visit the shrines. And Nagi thought it was meant for something else.
Yep.
But turns out it was actually for the shrines.
Just a shrine. Just a single shrine. Not even a shrine. Not shrines. A single.
Yeah. Single shrine.
Single shrine, huh?
Yes. Shingles. Both shingles.
It's not good.
As a fucking ladybug is on my foot.
Oh. Well, that sounds like you live in the fucking farms.
Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, there's been ladybugs everywhere all day.
Yeah.
Where I work and now at our house.
It's getting cold over there?
It was 76 today.
Oh, it's not bad.
I think it's going to lower down the next couple of days, finally. We'll be back in the 50s. Maybe
Nice
indeed. All right. Anyway, moving on. They're about to go on the train, and it rains. It is downpouring. Rains hard.
With wind.
With wind. Service is closed.
Yes.
And then, Oh, no. We can't take a cab. That's too expensive. Yet a hotel is...
Let's go to the onsen and spend the night.
Yes. Basically, they get away with that, and then they fill out the paperwork. It says age. They're like, shit, we're 17. We can't do this. So Sagawa just takes it as like, I got it. She writes 23.
And writes Umino's last name.
Yep. And so their thing is that they are a newlywed couple.
Umino Hero.
Yep. And then what you call it? He's like all over this, like, oh god, yes. And then they go to the room. It's just a one futon because they're a married couple. I know. I'm like, even Bash was like, come on, like, are they gonna fuck? It's like they might fuck. And then even the guy was like, we've been doing a lot of bad stuff lately. You want to do something else?
I was like, put it in.
It's like, yo, they're gonna kiss or what?
Put it in.
And then it's like, I want alcohol.
Osake. No.
Yes.
Ecchi. We want ecchi. That means sex in Japanese.
Yeah. Pervert, but yeah, hentai.
No, I mean it's got multiple meanings.
Yeah.
That's the thing about you can say something and like the subtitles will tell you it means like sex, it means hentai, it means pervert, whatever, but it's still the same word regardless.
Yeah, right. So all that's going on. He's like, no, you don't get shit. And then there's a knock on the door. It's a police.
Oh, nigga, open up.
Yeah, so like freaking out. Nagi's getting dressed. Sagawa's just in the robe hiding.
And the popo busts in. Who are the popo?
Yeah, Erica and Sachi. And he's like, why are you naked? Like, oh my god, arrest! That was the end of that episode. Then the next one.
Double slap.
Slapped on both ends.
And then they ask her, no, you're forgetting. So they slap them. They're asleep. They basically went to go fetch him with the driver. And then they ask Sagawa, like, oh, what did you and Nagi do while you were there? You're like, oh, just stuff.
Yeah, grown-up stuff.
Stuff, And they're like, oh, stuff. And then the fucking driver looked back like, you fucking hussies. And that was the end of the episode.
Anyway, now the next one. It's a birthday party.
Otanjobi
For Papa Yohei. But yeah, you see like Nagi.
He should not sing. Ever.
Yeah, but no, first Nagi's like, I don't want this. It's like, why? What's wrong? I was like, it's for my dad.
What's wrong with that?
Because he does everything himself.
That's sad. That was like, yo, you're a lonely son of a bitch.
Yeah, all that is like, man. But they have like a nice talk with everyone in the family. Like even the mother, they were talking about the engagement. Like, you guys don't have to.
Right.
So, and then of course they go for the family photos or the pictures they take every year.
Mm-hmm. And you noticed there was another girl there.
That's right.
Of the photos, and they never went into it. They never explained it.
Oh well, that might be for season 2.
That might be.
That's gonna be Nagi's childhood friend in these harem. You can't have one. You can't have a harem of that one. You're muted. Okay, you're just waiting for it to load.
The goddamn mic! I moved it an inch. I gotta move it with 2 fingers now.
Alrighty, all right, you're good.
Anyway, yeah, you're right. You can't have one of these harem anime without the childhood friend.
Yeah, because sister don't count.
Nope.
But yeah, all that is happening. Sachi doesn't go home with Umino and Erica.
No.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, Erica and Nagi together. Well, first we are forgetting that Erica has a cold.
Yes.
All the girls are hanging out, playing board games, and Erica passes out. Sagawa offers alcohol. What is her alcohol? Like twice.
Yep.
And then Sachi's like, bathhouse. Gotta take a bath. And then Umino's like, you're both failing. Get out. And you find out, just he basically feeding her, talking to her, making sure he's hydrated. So all that was nice. Sagawa goes home. Sachi's not there. Now they're they're talking about their year together, about living together. And they're like slowly liking each other.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other end, Sachi and Erica's father, they're having their usual dinner meeting. It's like, oh, so how'd everything go? And they're like, oh, yeah, it's fine. And the family talked about they don't have to get married. They don't want to.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I see. It's like, so, like, how you feel? What about, like, they can decide for themselves what they want to do. Instead of trying to, what does this fucking dad want? What does he want?
He's one of the worst characters.
Like,
this season.
Just say what you mean. What you have planned. Explain everything.
He sounds like he wants a throuple. He wants a throuple with his 2 daughters and his son.
No, it's like, what the shit, guys?
A throuple.
It's like, you're gonna marry Erica. You're gonna get engaged to Erica. Oh wait, how do you feel if you get engaged to Saki? Oh, have you heard of Cuckoo's eggs? Oh, I'm gonna put this picture here in this room.
You have a brother. You don't have a brother.
It's like, oh, what brother are you talking about? What do you mean? I'm gonna talk to Sachi. Oh, they can do what they want. They don't have to get married. It's for them to decide. I want to strangle him.
You can't get one pregnant. You gotta get both of them pregnant. That's the next thing that's gonna come out.
My fucking God.
Where's the mother in this?
She don't care.
Where's the woman? Just fuck it.
She don't fucking care. She's busy. She's a
busy getting
woman.
laid by fucking some imported black man, probably.
No, she's getting black.com.
She's getting black.com.
Which is today's sponsor.
God damn it.
It was an okay series. I'm okay with season 2 if it happens.
I want there to be a season 2, but that said, this was a show that had so much potential. And like the first half of the season, we're like, wow, this could be a 5. No.
What's your final grade for it?
3 out of 5. If I gave half points, because I don't give half points, but if I did, it would be a 3.5 out of 5.
I'm doing 3.5.
Yeah, we're in agreement.
Well, it would have been like 3.25, but it's more leaning towards 3.5. I like the characters. There was some good stuff in there.
Yeah, I mean, and we'll talk.
But unfortunately, we'll talk about it as we go on for part 2.
Because it did make my list.
It did not.
It didn't make yours.
No.
Okay. Well, it made mine.
It was in the mentions until JoJo and Cyberpunk.
It's still in my mentions.
Yeah.
That's what I meant by list. It's in my mentions.
All right. Moving on. Ayamu.
It was okay.
This was okay. This is probably one of the weaker finales.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that. Basically, the first part of this is the phone call. They're talking about Urushi Ayamu. They're having their phone call. Having a shogi over the phone. And then, they have fun. That's it for that.
No, well, one cute thing that, what's her face? Who's her friend?
Which one?
Mai?
The big boob one?
Yeah. Maki told her, like, oh, if he says the moon is beautiful, he's trying to say he loves you. So in the first, 30 seconds of them talking, what does he say?
The moon is beautiful.
The moon is beautiful. And fucking Urushi's like, what the fuck? Oh my God, I can't believe you.
Yeah. Like, I'm hanging up now.
A69. Rook to A69. No. King me, daddy.
Yes. Okay.
King me, daddy ass.
It was National Scissor Day yesterday.
It was National Scissoring Day. I want that shirt, dude, but where the fuck would I wear it?
Everywhere. I don't care. Wear it.
God damn it.
And if anyone says scissor me, you fucking scissor.
Yeah.
Like, there you go. Exactly. Oh, that's how you bond with people.
That's how you greet people.
Exactly.
When I see you, I'm gonna scissor you.
Alrighty, sounds good.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we're gonna cross swords. What?
What? Nanny?
I'll teach you the cross swords.
It's a trap.
Yes, I haven't had a proper sword fight in years.
Oh my God.
Anyway. All right, and now for the first half, it's split into 2 different stories. Ayamu is with Rin. They're like their final training session together.
Yeah.
And you know what? Rin has a crush on Ayamu. And
I feel bad
then
for her. I do feel bad for her.
I do like I like her too.
I like Rin. At first, Rin was like, "Oh, this is gonna be an annoying character," but Rin grew on me throughout the season.
Yeah,
I really liked her.
yeah. And then she's talking about if you
If
do
there weren't
lose,
other characters, like if it was a shitty season for side for supporting girls, she would be a decent contender for supporting girl.
no, she was a contender, but she just didn't make it.
Nope.
Good try though. If she was like this for like a little longer, she probably could have been a stronger contender.
No, I don't think.
Well, she would. I don't think she would have won regardless. But we're not gonna talk about who we got.
Not yet. Stay tuned on part 2 of Talk to Keki with our special guest, who you'll see.
Yes. But yeah, she talks to Imus. So what happens if you lose to her again? And then Imus like, I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying.
Mm-hmm.
And that was where she was like, okay, I got no chance with him. So she's like, all right, you know what? Go for it. I got you.
You could beat me anytime, senpai.
Exactly. Well, yeah.
Hey.
And then on the other side, Urushi and the girls, they're about to go home. She bumps into someone and drops the good luck charm Mayumu gave her.
Yes.
And when they're about to go towards the train, she's like, holy shit, So she starts running back.
Yeah.
Go without me.
Yep. You're forgetting that she bought I guess you can talk about it later.
Yeah, well, it's not that important, but
all right.
But yeah, I'll bring that up after this. But basically, she's looking. She bumps into a tree with the sakura cherry blossoms.
No, because she chased after a fucking cat that had
that's right. The cat had the good luck charm.
The cat had the good luck charm. And he chased the cat a literal like half a mile.
Yep, and then she like bumps. He's like, "Holy shit, I love Ayumu." Mm-hmm. And then she gets the cat, like throws the bag at the cat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no. And then the cat's like, "Fuck you." Drops it. And there's our cat right there.
2 more weeks with this son of a bitch.
I still think you should keep it, but you know.
Okay. Get out.
Yeah. I heard you say 2 weeks. You're done.
Yeah, for real, right?
It's like, oh fuck this, man. And then she goes back. I found it. They go to the souvenir shop. She gets charms for the shogi club of fucking shogi pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Ayumu gets the pawn. And what was hers?
The elevated pawn.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you can't have that. I was like, why not? It's my favorite.
Yeah. She wanted to be elevated, all right, by Ayumu's pawn.
Yes. All that happens. She goes back. And now they have the game. They have the shogi game. Ayumu and Urushi.
Mm-hmm.
Ayumu wins
with a 4-piece handicap.
Yep, and because of the handicap, he doesn't confess. He's talking.
Baka!
Yep, but yeah, Ayumu.
Sugoi no baka!
And then
Oki baka!
Yes, back, yes. But no, I know. But this concerns Urushi, because she thinks that he's slowly getting better, that he's not going to want to be around her anymore.
Mm-hmm. So
that was her fear. And then Ayumu was like, so you don't like losing to me, senpai? And it's like, no, it's not that. It's just like I don't want to, again, like she doesn't want to be alone type of thing, because it's all she has. And if she sucks at this, what is there to live for?
Right.
But yeah, then Ayumu was like, I will beat you in the game, but like even that, I want to play shogi with you no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
So they had that little sweet moment, and they're walking home from school. 2 credits. If there's a season 2, I doubt it. It's a 3.
Yeah, 3.
It was decent, but there was not a lot. I wanted more with fucking Sakurago and Takeru.
I wanted them more than I wanted fucking Ayumu and fucking Urushi at this stage, honestly.
At that point, yeah. All right, moving on. My stepmother's daughter is my ex.
I love this. This is one of the strong. To me, this is one of the stronger finales. Truth be told,
This was a nice finale. I'll let you take this one.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
God damn. All right.
Okay. No, it was
let me think.
It was a festival. Yes,
obviously. There was a bunkasai. No, not a bunkasai. There was a summer
festival. The village.
Nope. Fuck. What the fuck? But Nope. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yep. 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 Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to like breaking down the
Okay.
numbers in my
Okay.
head.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
This the
so
important stuff.
yeah, basically. So basically, as Matt said, there is a festival again. Basically, in the previous episode, in the penultimate episode, what's her face? Goddamn Yume,
Yep.
kind of like steals herself. Like she understands like her feelings for the most part, and she's wanting to act on those feelings now.
And
And so
and she's now realizing her faults.
yeah, she realizes her fault. She's accepting of the fact that even though it is still both their faults, because communication at the end of the day, their entire situation is what it is because of a failure of communication. I know that all too well. And so even though it was on both sides, you may realize it from where she messed up on her side and where she should have made more effort. And so
Like basically also failing to apologize for
yeah,
the backlash
yeah, failing to
and
apologize.
not communicating with him in though almost a year.
Yeah, she let it ride instead of taking action if she wanted to. Because she wanted him to take action. It was both of them, but we
Oh yeah,
digress.
but he was trying, but the fact that since he saw no effort from Yume, it was like, okay, what's the point?
Yeah. So anyway, we hit this cat.
Yeah.
God damn. What? What, little fucker? So I thought. Anyway,
Yes.
so they're at the summer festival and everybody's having a good time. And what's her face? What's the cousin's name? I forget her name.
Madoka.
Madoka, yeah.
Yep.
So Madoka like goes like elbows Yume like, hey, why don't you go be a little bit closer to your brother there? And so she starts to act a little bit out of character, like she like leans up on him, she talks to him, and even what's his face? God damn it, Ibito. Mizuto, what the fuck am I saying? Mizuto is like, dude, what are you doing? Like, you could be less obvious with what you're doing. Like, he knows
Yes.
exactly what's up, but like, just be less obvious. What the fuck, you weirdo? Um, so they have a little bit of like a difference there, and throughout the episode you get little highlights of like what you saw in the previous episodes at the during their first festival when she got lost and he came to her, and you kind of see that kind of play out in a way. Anyway, the family gets together because they're all going to go to like some special like spot for the show, and Mizuto goes missing, and Yume, realizing that it's a similar situation to what she went when she went missing during their festival, she's like, I'm gonna go get him. And Madoka obviously knows what that means, and she's like, I'm gambate there, go on, get your man, girl. So he basically we see Mizuto alone at like a shrine, and he's just thinking back on life. He's thinking back on his circumstances, and he's thinking back on the fact that he wishes things were different in a way, but he understands you can't change back time, and his circumstances are his circumstances, and he ponders in his head, like, I wonder if I had met what's her face first, who's his other girl.
You sure?
Yeah, if he had met her first, how different him and Yume may be. Maybe they would be
Yeah.
siblings. Maybe they wouldn't even be together. Who knows? Maybe we'd be just regular people. He doesn't know. But many what ifs, when you have those feelings. So Yume eventually finds him, and he's like, she finds him because of the fact that in that episode, she hears their first conversation where Mizuto called her because he was bored and he wanted to hear her voice. But she crazily hears in the background ruffling trees and wind, and she's like, I figured you'd be here. And he's like, well, how'd you know? And he's like, the trees and the wind sound familiar from the time that you called me. And they sit down, they have a conversation, just talk, going back and forth about their circumstance, about their feelings somewhat, and the fireworks begin to go off, and Mizuto's just kind of in his own element, but he sheds a tear because of his feelings for stop it. He tries to eat my fucking cord. Um, he sheds a tear for the feelings that he was feeling toward Yume, and the fact that he really can't express those feelings and he can't be with her, and because that's just the way it is. And Yume grabs his face and says, look at me. And
I'm the captain now.
Yeah, look at me. I am the captain now. No, Yume grabs Mizuto's face and says, "Look at me." And he looks, and she kisses him, and she makes a vow under the moonlight as the fireworks are going off that I want you to forget about the old Yume.
Yeah, like, I'm
Yume,
gonna claim you all over again.
I'm gonna claim you all over again as your sister, but as your girl. You guys can't see me on the audio version, but I'm shrugging my shoulders. But as weird as that is, and I'll just finish off before I get to that comment. But basically they kiss and he's shocked, she's happy. The next day they go back to being like brother and sister, like the way they were. But obviously now they share a moment, and now we'll see what happens as they go home basically from the summer mountains. And they basically go back to living their lives. The season ends with them like back at school, and you see everybody kind of like talking back and forth and flirting a little bit back and forth, whatever. But again, they all know and share that moment. And so as weird as it was, the way that she expressed that I thought was really, really nice. I thought that moment was really, really nice. Again, despite how weird it was. Right. I guess maybe I'm preconditioned to it not being so bad since I watched Arrow Manga Sensei and loved it. But it was very, very conclusive, and it made me more than anything want to see a season 4. At first, a season 4. What am I saying? Season 2. I was thinking, well, the reason why I said 4 is because like when you watch the first few episodes, it was very mid. It was like, but it's finished off very strongly as they continue to really find themselves and really face those feelings. And as someone like me who's lost multiple women to communication issues, and someone who struggles with communication issues in my life, I felt really at home with the overall theme of their relationship, is that it was doomed because of their failures in communication. And now, at least from one side, they're hoping to resurrect that through the realization that communication is key. And I thought as a whole, that was very nice. So I would give it a 3.5 out of 5 for sure.
I gave it a 3.5.
Long story short, he gave it a 3.5.
Yeah. I love how Mizuto's friends like, who's this fucking hussy with the big tits?
Right.
And then Higashira's like, wait, I'm your only friend, right?
I still think you should fuck her.
Yeah. You know what? Yeah.
He should fuck her, bro. Like, and this is another one that could have benefited from sex. The way things went, there could have been some sex, like some like domestic girlfriend type shit. You know what I mean?
Right. All right, let's move on. We got 8 more to go.
Jesus Christ.
Well, 9. I forgot JoJo.
I'm deleting them. Oh yeah. Are we co-main? What are we doing with JoJo? We should have started with JoJo. Really.
We can make that co-main.
We'll make our co-main. Good enough.
All right. Harem Labyrinth.
All right.
Alrighty. But yeah, they bought a slave, the dwarf Seri. So basically, during this, they're buying her equipment.
You're not doing this justice, Matt. Long story short, they bought her equipment. They went to the labyrinth. She was able to kill some things. No, she didn't kill anything, I don't think.
I'm getting to it.
No, bro, you just got to fast forward. This is an easy one. Literally. They bought her equipment. They went to the labyrinth. And what's his face? Michio wanted to show off. And so he did some cool maneuvers.
He does. Seri shows off. She hit some people at the club.
But the dwarf girl was like, "Oh my god,
she's impressed with Roxanne's.
She's impressed with Roxanne evasive maneuvers," and they talk about that. And so then they head back home, and they have insane, crazy sex, 3-way sex, fucking amazing 3-way sex,
grinding on him with soap, both.
Yes. Crazy sex.
And then also Mizuto, he almost got killed twice because remember, Roxanne has to go first. She has to be fed first. She has to be fucked first.
No, so she has to be fucked first. But then what's his face? I keep forgetting. God damn it! I want to call him Mizuto. No, it's Michio. Michio basically he flips it and he's like, "Hey, because you're my best slave, you're gonna be my last slave." Okay. And so they have crazy hot sex.
They're
crazy hot sex. And Mizuto gains a new title, Matt. What title does he gain?
Harem. What was it? Was that it?
No, sex fiend.
Yeah,
it's like sex fiend, sex addict, some shit
craze.
like that.
Yeah, because Roxanne told him that's all humans are good for.
Basically, like, what's our
Being
special
sex
skill?
crazed maniacs.
Fucking, sex. I don't know, some shit. And so basically, Michio goes crazy, and he's like, "I'm gonna buy all the whores. I'm gonna fuck them all." And he basically buys our
dragon, a cat, and a fucking elf.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. He buys the cat from Alan Mira.
Yep.
He buys Vesta from an auction.
Yep.
And
he's spending big money on these fucking slaves too.
Yeah, and
he's dropping bank on these slaves.
No, the elf, she was not bought. I think it was more.
And one of the funniest parts is, it's something that they did it better. The Crunchyroll version did it better. The Crunchyroll version kept saying, "I hope she dies. I hope she dies." Every time she'd see these girls with bigger and bigger tits, the elf girls like, "I hope they die. I hope they die. I hope they die." In the uncensored version, she says something else that's like,
she's like, "I will." She's like, "I will prevail."
I was some shit like that, right? Something that was like a lot lamer than like, "I hope they die.
I will rise from this."
Some shit like that, dude. Yeah. But yeah, and what does he do? He fucks them, and he has more 3-way, 4-way, 5-way, orgies galore, and he's like, the episode ends with, "Come, girls, I'll fuck you all."
And we're done.
Credits.
3 out of 5.
3 out of 5. The easiest fucking.
It's a generic show, but you watch it for the fucking. Let's be honest.
It has a plot. It's got a better plot. It's got a better plot than most ecchis.
I enjoyed it better than World's End.
Much better. I enjoyed it much better than World's End because it was a lot more graphic with it. You saw fucking Michio get a fucking nice ass blowjob,
and he face fucked her.
He face fucked her. Like, literally, all you needed was
grabs her. You hear the
bro. Like, literally, they should have had a scene when he was like fucking the 5 girls, where it's like, I can't get it up anymore, and the 6th girl puts her finger up his ass.
I was kind of waiting for that actually.
Like, what the fuck is this?
Like, you know, fucking
hi. He starts fucking.
But you know, fucking
all it missed.
But you know, fucking teenagers.
Prostate massage is all that was missing. We got the boob job. We got the virgin taking. We got the fucking of the cat girl while he was holding her tail from behind.
Yes.
We got it all, baby.
All right, let's move on.
He got it all, baby.
All right, Vermeil.
Did we? I feel like we did Vermeil already. Oh no, we did the penultimate.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Basically, we picked up where we left off.
First and then harm.
Yeah, but.
It's kind of a letdown.
I think I kind of like we had to, but
it's kind of a letdown now.
I know. Alto is fighting that guy. What's his name?
Lolit.
They were fighting. They were going on for a while. Alto was holding his own until this one bitch is like, "Stop." It's like, all right, you had your fun. There's no points. Get out.
No, well, you're forgetting that like they came back from the dream and like Lolit's like, "Oh, you guys still better than you guys."
We talked about it in the previous because they woke up there.
No, they woke up. The penultimate episode is they woke up and then they go to fight him. The season finale is they do fight him and they prevail.
As I said, like they were fighting. They're fighting.
They're fighting and they're prevailing. They're actually beating Lolit, who's again a platinum square mage, former platinum square because he got kicked out.
Yeah, so he's like, okay.
Yeah, and this is starting to get good.
I'm gonna pull out the big shit, and before he can pull out the big shit to kill him, that's where he gets stopped.
Yep, exactly.
What was her name? Helidor, the witch.
I don't remember her name at all.
I'm saying, but it was the witch with the. I'm saying it was the witch with the black hat, right?
Yeah, I don't remember her name whatsoever.
All right, I'm reading now. Her name is Helidor.
Okay.
Helidor came in and says, "Don't do that. You had your fun. We'll get them later.
It's becoming too crowded."
Yep. And she also said, "There's no point right now."
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, fine. I'll play with you guys later. Bye-bye. And of course, Alto is fucking exhausted.
Yep, he is.
So he's got to get tended to. Before that, though, Alto, Vermeil, they're talking to Fatima. Was that her name? Fatima, the nun or whatever?
Dude, I don't know. I don't really know half their fucking.
The bitch in the book.
I fucking don't know the name.
Yeah, the bitch in the book is like, oh yeah, I'm glad you guys are here. Also, I know you know already, but just in case you didn't know, people don't like demons. They might reject you, Alto. Are you cool with this? It's like, yes, for the 1,000th time, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
You're in good hands, baby.
Like, all right, fine, whatever. Like we had that conversation like 3 fucking times. He ain't gonna change his mind.
Like I'll be with her until if the world turns against us, then it'll be her and I. I'll love you until the end of the world. The end of the I love you to the end of the world.
Yeah, because remember, if one dies, the other dies, regardless.
Yeah.
So they haven't got a fucking choice.
Till death do them part.
And that's a goal now these days.
I mean, yeah, because considering the average American marriage only lasts 7 years.
Yeah. But all that is going on.
Actually, does it?
Depends.
I saw 7 years, and that was a few years ago. Let me look it up.
I guess a modern marriage.
How long does the average divorce take in Florida? American marriage last? Second one. 7 to 8 years.
All right.
50% die before that.
Gotcha. All right, 6 more years to go.
6 more years for you and Bash, dude.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm rooting for you.
Yeah. All's going on. You find out that they retake the test, and they pass.
They didn't retake the test. That was it.
No, I thought they had to do it over because they got canceled.
No, they fucking passed.
Okay, so all right, yeah,
they're all the results, and they passed.
Yeah, they're all bronze.
They're bronze.
Yeah. The bronze kneecap, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, what you call it, Vermeil and Alto are making out in the bedrooms. They fucked. They totally fucked.
They had to have.
Oh, they definitely did. They just didn't want to show it.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, and then we get the meeting with the student council. It's like, oh yeah, there's gonna be stronger fights. There's military squares now. There's more platinum squares.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys ready? And they're like, yes, we're ready. So, all right, let's do it. Of course, more making out with from Alto. And then later it's like, all right, where's this slut? Slut.
And she's got Aldo's dick in her mouth. We wish.
Yep. This was a nice surprise.
It was.
I expect to be a very generic ecchi, but I'm glad that was not the case.
It definitely is the best. It's the best story of any ecchi that we've seen for sure.
I gave it a 3.5.
I don't remember what I gave it. I'm literally going to it right now to see if I can find what I gave it.
Yeah.
I have to scroll. It's already been 2 weeks since we fucking finished them.
Yeah.
Completed. What did I give it? I gave it a 3. It was close to a 4, but I gave it a 3.
Oh, yeah, and I
give it like, I would, if I were to give quarters, I would give it a 3.75. Truly.
Okay. All right, moving on. Engage kiss.
Wasn't
man.
I don't know, man. Like up until the end, I didn't think it was that bad, and in the end, was just
we were close. We were so close.
So close to a 4.
Yeah, the whole Kana thing is fucking stupid. I'm sorry. The sister being fucking osmosis is fucking dumb.
I mean, long story short, they had their battle. They're able to prevail because of the fact that Kisara joins the fray, and they use Shu's ability to draw out the humanity in Kana in order to kind of like temporarily stop her, so that way they can stab her and seal her. They managed to successfully do so, and we get Kana back. We get even though she still has her crazy powers.
Yeah, she has all her powers, but she's like more of her human self.
She's more of her human self, which again is a 3-year-old trapped in a 15-year-old's body.
Yep. So she has to be contained, just in case she goes crazy again.
She has to be contained, yes. But you know, we got some decent moments with Kisara and Shu. They go to Shu's parents' grave. They say, "Hey, we're gonna take care of Kana now. Everything is all good." You know, and he leaves flowers for Miles also. And as he's leaving the cemetery, we see Kisara waiting for him. She's like, "Are you done?" And Shu's like, "You could have came in with me." And she's like, I have nothing to say to them because I don't know them, which, again, process of her memory.
And then we go to Ayano and Sharon,
No, wait, you're
They're
forgetting. No, as they're walking, you're
yeah.
forgetting as they continue to walk away from the cemetery. What's it called? Shu, I don't know. Kisara says like, "Hey, I guess we're in this relationship thing together. So, I want you to teach me everything about life, everything, whatever." And then she was like, "Yep, I promise.
Oh,
I'll."
we missed this part before that after the fight where Kisara's struggling over like she doesn't belong, and then
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Ayana of all people
Yes, comes from
hugged
behind
her
her,
like
gives her
you
a hug,
belong.
and says like, "You'll fit in just fine. Don't worry about it. You have
All right.
us."
Okay, now we go back to where we were.
Yes, and so then they have that moment between her and Shu and her are basically in essence kind of a couple, I guess you could say,
Technically,
kinda.
yeah.
And then we get our scene with Sharon and we get our scene
Ayano,
with Sharon
and
Ayano. Yep.
and it's like, so what you gonna do now? Like, oh, I'm eventually gonna have to kill Kisara, but I'll give it a head start type of thing.
Yeah,
And,
basically like, oh, you're gonna get in trouble when you get to the Abbey. Like, yep, I will, but I'm unfireable, so it is what it is. But they won't send me back here, and be warned, the next person they send back here will be much more diligent than I am.
yeah, and then it's like, oh yeah, I also talked to Shu. We forgave me, like how, like in the hotel room.
We were
And,
up all night.
yeah, yeah, and then yeah, of course she was kidding, but I was like, don't come back here. Or
And she threw her fucking stiletto into the ocean. What a
yeah,
stupid bitch. Really?
I,
That was so dumb. I looked at her. I was like, "Why would you throw your fucking stiletto in the fucking ocean? You
well,
stupid bitch."
yeah, she got blinded with rage and love for Shu.
I had my ex girlfriend, and she every time she got mad, she would yeet her phone, and so like her phone would be busted to shit. And I was like, "What the
Yeah.
fuck happened?" You're like, "I got mad and threw it."
Yeet your wallet. Fuck.
She yeeted her fucking iPhone,
Whatever.
but she gave up alcohol because of that. 'Cause she was tired of breaking her iPhone. Oh, yeah,
Gotcha.
good for her. And now we don't
All right.
talk anymore.
All right. And now we get to this ending scene where Shu and Kisara are making out as
They're
they get
about, they're
into.
about to have sex. They're literally like,
Yeah. But
on
of
the precipice
course,
of fucking.
fucking Kana turned the light off. She's eating their food. It's
And
like,
they're like, "You escaped again?"
and it's like, yeah, no. I ain't leave you all alone with this fucking hussy.
And she's got a fucking complex. And then who
Yeah.
busts in to try and get
Fucking
Kana?
Ayano comes in. She's coming with the gun. Like, that gun's not gonna work, right? So I was like, hey, Shu, do you want ripe? You want chromo, or do you want adult? And then he's like,
And they blow up his apartment instead.
yeah, because he couldn't decide. And then the mother's like, okay.
And that sigh that she gave was all of our collective sighs at that finale.
And that's like a 3.25. I get a light 3.5.
3.5.
Yeah, and I get the concept was really good. I
The
like the
action was
characters for
great. The
but
animation was solid. Music was what it was. Not bad.
Antagonist was shit. The whole sister thing, it felt unneeded.
Yeah, they could have done way better with that.
Like save her or something, not make her fucking Asmodeus for a day.
Or like do what they did with Kana with fucking or I'm sorry, do what they did with Kisara with Kana. Like build her up again,
Yeah.
Maybe have her revert back. I don't know, as a child. I mean, she's
Right.
technically still a child, like they said. Like she's special needs in essence. But even so,
she's not mentally fully developed.
which is okay. But then, I feel like if they wanted to go that route, they should make it a little bit more like obvious. Like, like I don't know, wheelchair, crutches, like something that fits that special need idea. Maybe and that might be wrong of me to say as somebody who's doesn't have a special needs child or has special need family. Perhaps I would be insensitive. I don't know. But I guess something more to fit the motif would have made more sense besides her like being a horny 15-year-old, but she has a 3-year-old mind. Huh?
Right. But this is what we got.
Mm-mm.
All right. Moving on. Yakuza's Guide to Babysitter.
God, I love this series.
This was a nice one.
It's so fucking good, dude.
Fucking. You take over this one.
We're trying to remember. Yeah, I know. We're trying to remember what the fuck happened.
We know the second half is basically the flashback.
Yeah, right? the second half is the flashback, but basically it gets started when they go to Aoi-san's house.
Right.
They go to Aoi-san's house. Aoi tries to give him glasses, like some fresh glasses. Here, dude, like take any pair of glasses. It's time you get new glasses. He's like, no, I like this one because he thinks about the episode 12 is basically a lot of flashbacks to where they're today. And so again, they go to his house. The episode starts off. They ask for permission first, and then they go to the house, and they basically spend the day at Aoi's house. And we see the flashbacks between him and Aoi, and we see Aoi again try to give him glasses, and um, uh, Kirishima basically is he's like, no, like I like these glasses because he thinks about the sentimental value of when he got the glasses, because he's like, oh, you have these fucking eyes, like, you would look cool with
Yeah.
glasses. So he gives him the glasses off his face, and he loves them. It matches hair, etc. So
Yeah.
again, he tries to get new glasses. He's like, no, I'm good with these. I'm good with these. And so the entire purpose of them going in the first place was so Aoi can show pictures of young Kirishima. And so that we see a picture of them from earlier in the season, the same picture where basically she's asleep as a child, as a baby,
Yeah.
on Kirishima's leg. And so we get the entire backstory of that moment, of that day, from that time frame. That basically comes in, he beats up some other yakuza, and he comes in, he's all tired, he's got a broken arm, and
Yaika wants to play with
Yaika wants to play.
blocks.
Yes, and so he plays with blocks, and he fucks up the blocks, and Yaika begins to cry, and he's like, no, don't cry. And he does something else, and he makes her laugh and entertains her. And then we see Yaika's mom, and Yaika's mom like, oh, you want to break? Like, yeah, the same thing that we saw already previously, where it's like, yeah, you want to break, but then like Yaika falls asleep on her leg, and then eventually they fall asleep, and then the boss is like, let them sleep, get them futons, it's all good.
Yep.
Whatever. And so we basically get like the realization, like, oh, you knew me as a child, like, oh, I didn't even realize I did, but they share that moment like internally amongst each other without even realizing it, which I thought was really, really sweet.
Yeah, and then during the credits, we're getting Kirishima visiting his family.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, we skipped the part. So basically, as they're leaving the Aoi's house, he's like, well, what do you want to do tomorrow? And he's like, I want to get flowers for mom. Like, okay, we'll go to the flower shop. So they go to the flower shop the next day to get flowers for Yaika's mom. And along the way, as she's trying to pick out the flowers, what's his face? Kirishima sees what do you remember the name of the flower? I forget the name of the flower. They're not forget-me-nots. It was something else. So he basically sees a particular.
The Calancho.
Okay.
Or Widow's Frill.
Yeah. So Widow's Frill.
Yeah.
So he sees these flowers named Widow's Frill, and he thinks back to his mother, and we get a flashback of him as a child, and it's just him and his mother. His mother really likes these flowers, and he goes, Mom, why do you like these flowers so much? And she goes to tell him, and he's like, you know what? No, look it up when you're older. But these flowers, they mean a lot. Flower language is really important. It teaches you a lot about an individual's soul. Like, it was a very nice like conversation that his mother had. And so the mother passes away, and Kirishima's alone. Kirishima one day, this is around high school time that he's alone, he looks up the flowers, what that flower meant, Widow's Frill, and among it was like courage and some other meaning. And then when you look at the rest of it, it was protection of your family, love of your family. And he gets insanely mad. He's like, why would you love these flowers? And then he gets upset. He's like, you left me alone, like I've got no family now. And he gets, he's just pissed off, and he's crying as a high schooler about the fact that his parents are dead, and this is these flowers that, again, the father gave the mother these flowers, the mother gave the son these flowers, both of them passed, the father, then the mother, onto Kirishima. And so it takes a very heavy toll on him at that time. And so we flash back to present time, and Yaika sees Kirishima with the flowers, and he's like, oh, what are those flowers? And like, oh, they were flowers my mom used to like. And so she's like, did you get your flowers? Like, yeah. He's like, all right, let's go pay for the flowers. And she's like, wait, Kirishima, get those flowers too for your mom, and give them to your mom. And I started to cry. I started to cry there. I was like, I instantly got teary-eyed, and I was like, wow. And so then, as we see the credits, as Matt said, we basically see Yaika goes to school, lives her life, and while she's in school, Kirishima basically goes to the cemetery, leaves the flowers there, and has a whole conversation with his parents, like saying, hey, I'm still a fuck up, but I have my boss, and I have the family who took me in, and have been like real family for me, and I've got a really cool job, being the babysitter of the boss's daughter, and she's an amazing girl. you know, and I wish you guys were here to, you know, see me be the babysitter for this girl because she's so amazing. And meanwhile, we see Yaka live her life in the school and whatnot, and having a good time with her family. And, you know, Kirishima like, I'll be back again to tell you more about my life. And again, at this point, like I said, I'm crying because it's so beautiful. And
Yes.
at the end of the series basically is Kirishima picking up Yaka from school, and, you know, they go on with their lives to end it. And it was very, very, very wholesome. Very wholesome.
So this is a 5 for you?
No, I gave it, I think, a 4.5. I gave it a 4 out of 5, but if I were to give it halves, I think I gave it a 4.5. Let me double confirm.
I gave it a solid 4.
It is no doubt a solid 4. Where did I leave off? Step up, Yakuza's got the babysitting, open list editor. No, I'm lying. I gave it a 5 out of 5.
Okay, there you go.
I did give it a 5 out of 5. It was closer to a 5 than a 4.5, I think, or a 4. But yeah, you know, like I always tell people, the anime that I give the highest ratings to are animes that make me feel. If you make me feel, I'm endeared by your show. And so this multiple times this show this season made me feel for way more personal reasons than, you know, y'all would know. But I've really love the show.
All right, moving on. Overlord.
Disappointing.
Yeah, for the finale, yeah. Basically, we know what happened. Brain's dead. People are destroying the village.
Brain's dead. I took a shot.
Yep, we did that already.
Yep, I did.
But yeah, what you call it? Mare is destroying the village with his you know, his fucking earthquake shit. Even tells fucking Clyde. But before that though, Clyde and the princess, they have the sword now. Because Brain didn't have it with him.
And would that have mattered? Do you think having the sword, do you think it would have mattered at all?
They don't know how to use it, so no. Ainz probably knows how to use it, but the fact that Brain, Clyde, and the other hero didn't know how to properly use it, they couldn't win. There's no way. So unless someone knows how to use it, then it's useless to them.
Just the sword.
Yeah, it's a strong sword still, but they don't know its full potential. But yeah, the princess is with Clyde, the father, like talking, and then the princess is like, oh, I know what to do. But she gives it to Clyde. Clyde sees Mare trying to cause this earthquake with the nature, and he doesn't want to do it, but he's like, get out, please leave. I don't want to hurt people, basically. Even though they're all asleep, we'll get to why later. But all that has happened, and where does Clyde go, Ethan? Where is he running to?
I don't remember now.
Ainz lair.
Oh yeah, he went to no, he didn't go to Ainz lair. He was going up the castle, and he ended up in Ainz lair.
Yeah,
that's what I mean. Run to Ainz lair. He ran to the.
I was saying, like, yeah, he walks through this door, and that's where everyone's
in. Throne room of the castle, and everyone's already there in the throne room. That wasn't Ainz lair. That was the throne room. That he
I was saying, like, but I met who he bumped into. Yeah, he bumps into Ainz, and everyone's there.
Ainz old gold.
Yeah, and of course, Clyde has the sword, so it's like, shit, that's the sword they want too.
And he sees the king dead, beheaded, and and his wife, or his love, what's her face?
Basically captured.
Yes, captured.
Yeah, and so Clyde challenges Ainz to a duel, and he lasted longer than the other two.
He did.
He didn't get a hit in though. He was close.
He was.
Yeah, he showed fire. I was like, you know what? I just wanted to slash someone once, grab her, and run away for now. I would have been okay with that. But no, Ainz is just like grass part.
It's such a cheat code.
I know, right? He did it twice.
That move is such a cheat code. Like, why?
Why? So right away, right there, he's dead, and they have the sword.
Yep.
And you hear the princess talking in the background.
Yep. Good job.
What was her name?
Forget her name. Cunt.
But besides that,
she is. Matt. Sorry,
don't blame
Sean.
me.
I meant to say Sean.
It's like, why me? Lumiere, I think. No.
Lumicont.
No, it's not even her. Where the fuck is she? This is going to bother me now. Renner, that bitch.
That fucking bitch.
Yeah, you see her talking to them, but we all know, we find out it was a plan the whole fucking time. Nicer. But yeah, she is a subordinate of Albedo. You find out the whole fucking time.
Yep.
That was their big twist, and the fact that the food she fed the kids with all poisoned.
Yep.
But yeah, so she made a lie to Clive saying, I sold my soul to become a demon to bring you back to life, just so we can be together.
This isn't clearly what happened, but okay.
No, it's not. But no, she had to tell that to Clive. And then she leaves Clive alone, talking about like what she could do for the first time, or just save it for a minute. She gets her inserts on the song's nice, but it's like, what the fuck?
He's still missing his head.
Yeah.
Or missing his body, I should say. All he's got his head.
Like, I forgot what else happened to him, like to Clive. Like, is he like he has no soul, or is like considered a demon, or
I don't know, but this Great Okan quote is great.
Rosas get that worked in the ring. What does happen? In the States, unfortunately, yes.
Yes, this Great Okan quote.
Yes.
It's gonna get shared.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's only in the States if we care about the eyesight more. But yeah, she gets her nice inserts on. Eyes is like talking to Demigod while the kingdom is crumbled. And of course, these three guys bow down to Ainz. That was where it ended.
Not the worst.
It's not the worst. It's still season 2.
Yes.
I get the world building, but I feel like in this one it was a little too much.
I agree.
And that's why I held it back a bit. And again, I wish Brain had a proper fight at least. Even if we knew he was gonna die regardless.
He jobbed.
He on one hit, 2 seconds, drinking potions, doing all these skill buffs, attacks head on just to get cut. Then Cuckoo just gives them respect of walking around him to walk away from him. And that was where we are. I gave it like a week for like Classroom.
I give it a 3.
I wouldn't go that low, but I can see why.
I gave it the star system is 3 out of 5. But I mean, if I were to give halves, it was like a 3.5, 3.75.
Right. That's around where I am. Yeah.
Not 4.
But say if I had it around it'd be that. All right.
I'm rounding. It's 3. I
All
rounded
right.
down that one.
All right. Very good. Call the night.
Oh, we're down to 3.
Excuse me. Actually, no. Let's do Abyss. Let's do Abyss.
Solid finale.
I enjoyed it a lot.
I didn't enjoy it as much as you did, but I enjoyed it nonetheless.
Yeah, like the whole show, though, overall had no bad episode.
None.
0.
Nada. 9.
Okay, but yeah, basically, Fabita is still trying to fight off the creatures. While that is going on, the Hollows, they're talking about like, oh, Fabita needs that. Like, this is the first time she actually needed us. And then what's called Rico is like worried about like, are you guys gonna be okay? Like, don't trust me, like it's better this way. Like we took so much from the mother, it's time to give back, basically. So while that's going on, Rico blows the whistle one more time to get Reg powered up one more time. That causes Rico to pass out. She's like bleed. So there's consequences with the whistle.
Yeah.
So now Nanachi is sending to Rico. While that's going,
she can't use it twice in quick succession.
Right. Yeah, because she used it not too long ago.
Yeah. No more than a couple hours, because that was the time that Reg basically was passed out for.
Just about, yeah. And Red gets powered up one more time. So basically, his job is to distract the taller ones to get them outside while Fabita basically consumes the hollows.
Yep.
And then while that's going on, they're the remaining ones like Ma and the other one. Basically, they had to get out of there. And while all of that is going on, Vueko, she's like talking to herself, type of thing, like conflicted emotions, type of thing.
This was so sad. This was so sad.
And while she was walking up the stairs,
she can't see the abyss.
So, because of this, she slowly turned into a hollow.
The curse of the abyss got her ass.
Yep, she's like screaming in pain, half mutated, and one of the hollows pushed her back so she wouldn't be contaminated anymore. And
at the cost of her life because she hit the outside.
Yep, and then that hollow disappears. And then basically like she wants to see Fabita one more time, so she gets like dragged. So yeah, the gang is escaping while Fabita's fucking hauling ass with these creatures. Like, holy shit.
The creatures.
So it's like her Super Saiyan. Like she got like more gold in her hair.
Yeah, she does. That's a cool Super Saiyan form.
Yes.
Not the black bullshit. They should gone fucking white with like fucking dreads.
Yeah. No, not dreads.
What I mean, it kind of looks like dreads.
With gold. Like gold highlights.
Gold tips.
Exactly. Fine, that's fine. We can do that.
Gold tips of dick.
But yeah, when that's going on, like the mother, like on the whole deformity that's slowly dying with the village.
Mm-hmm.
The creatures, like the giant creatures, are like one's dead, so the other one just calms down by eating that one.
Mm-mm-mm.
And when they were able to get away, Rico sees that prophet. What was his name? Well, before that, though, as everything was crumbling, Majikaja, he gets crushed. His legs get crushed.
All his legs get broken.
And his soul leaves to help heal Fapida because she was falling to her death.
Yep.
So he gave himself up for that.
Yep.
And while it's going on, Rico is talking to Wazuken.
Yep.
As he's like slowly about to go. And he asks Rico the others, like, do you regret coming here, type of thing. And Rico talked about how she was grateful to meet everyone. And she learned so much. She was able to get Prushka basically tuned up. You're muted. It's okay. It's okay.
The third time, God damn it.
Yeah, so also like during this when Rico's passed out, Ma died.
They disappeared.
Yeah, like they're gone.
Yep. They disappeared because again they hit the outside. If you hit the outside, you cease to exist.
But yeah, like Rico made Ma a gift, that stuffed animal, all this shit. I was like, that's so cute. And
it's not the exact one that was destroyed, but I know it was really important to you. Ma disappears.
Yeah, but when Rico kind of like sees that Ma's gone, she's like, "Are you gonna be like?" Then Rico knew basically.
Yep.
And that's what said it's okay. And then Wakizan also disappears because his time was up.
Yep.
And we have this nice moment with Fapita and Vueko.
Yes.
As she was slowly dying, they talk about the memories of the mother.
Yes.
And she dies, and that was sad for me.
That was very sad too. That was very raw.
I was like, the poor girl, and then
I was hoping, a little piece of me, a very tiny piece of me, as I'm putting away a sweater in a plastic bag, but a tiny piece of me was really hoping that maybe like she would share something like was part of the hollows to save her or make her like into like a full hollow that can still communicate. Maybe.
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
But honestly, I knew it was coming.
I didn't want Vueko to die because she was so...
I didn't either, but at the same time, what else can she do? She wouldn't be able to really assist with anything if she came with them.
Yeah.
And she can't live on her own.
Yep.
And there's no one else who's gonna go back up. Who's gonna
They
take
could have
her?
given her something else though. Instead of like falling prey to the fucking abyss out of an accident, they could have like have her be sacrificed. Like she jumps in the way of like a dying Faputa or something, you know?
Well, now she's with Irimui in the afterlife, that type of thing.
Yeah. And they share that you see in that scene that they're basically hugging it.
Yeah. And yeah, Faputa gives her proper burial.
Yep.
It puts that like symbols on the stones.
Yep. I really love the symbols. Like if I were to get a tattoo, I would definitely get a tattoo of what they meant. Like that progression of symbols.
Oh shit, we forgot. There were I like the flash story with Faputa and Gabu. At the very beginning, we forgot the little backstory of Faputa and Gabu.
Yeah,
I like that. That was nice. I like Gabu.
Yeah, I did too. You know, why don't they like use Gabu to fix Reg?
I don't think he knows how to.
I mean, Faputa got him parts, right?
But we don't know what the real issue is, like why he has a memory loss.
No, I meant like his arm.
Oh, yeah. I have no idea.
They should fix his arm.
They should have fixed his arm at least. I feel like it'll be fixed soon, hopefully.
I don't understand why fucking Bondru couldn't fix his fucking arm.
He wasn't done with it yet.
He hadn't beat his dick enough with it, I guess.
No, he didn't research enough of it like he wanted to.
Bondru. That's such a fucking cool name when you say it like that. Bondru.
Subarashi. That's how he says it. It's just really fucking cool.
Subarashi. Yeah.
Even when he gets his ass kicked, he's like very fascinated with all this shit.
Omoshiroi.
Yes. And then Reg offers Fappy to join them.
I was hoping she'd say yes.
Yeah, but then Fappy like, I joined you, you forgot our promise, all this shit. But
it was a very emotional moment, like between Reg. Like Reg, you know what Reg and Faputa's relationship definitely reminded me of was like a complicated, like middle school love, where like the boy is like really like feeling feelings, but he doesn't know what feelings he's feeling, despite the fact that the girl knows what feelings she's feeling.
Right.
You know, that's definitely what I got out of that. Like a very immature love, but something that was kind of wholesome in a way.
Yeah. But yeah, there was like a note, but basically it's like not now.
Yep.
And then she goes on her merry way, and then so the same for Naji, Reg, and Rico.
Yep.
And that was it. The whole show is wonderful.
It is from start to finish. 5.
5 out of 5. This was an easy 5 out of 5. It's gonna be a while.
5
until season 3. It's gonna be a long while.
Or a movie.
Oh, it depends on how long this arc is. We don't know. The current arc is still going on.
Is it that? Have you heard it's really good?
I'm probably gonna read it since I'm gonna have time. So I can read it during my breaks or something. It's like less than 70 chapters right now. So.
Oh yeah, you'll be able to catch up once a week.
Well, yeah. Also depends on how many pages. So.
True.
And I don't know if I don't know if that chapters are once a week or once a month. I think it's once a month.
Well, it's even better.
Yeah, exactly. Alrighty.
5 years later.
Yes. I think 3 years.
Hopefully.
Alrighty, call in the night.
What a banger.
Damn.
What a banger, kid.
What a man. The surprise penis again.
It's a trap.
We fell for the surprise penis.
Hey, she was hot. They were hot.
Yeah. No. I don't blame Ko.
No.
How did it start? I'm trying to think. Well, how did the penultimate end?
In a predicament. He's in a predicament.
Right. Hatsuka brings Ko back to his place. And then the family's like, "Oh, welcome home.
Yeah. Like, I've got to guess, y'all be gone. Yeah. They're like, "What? Who the fuck is this little fucker?" Like, you guys don't want to.
Yeah. So basically, Hatsuka has the breath of the figure. Also, while that is going on, Nazuna is going to the other vampires saying, "Leave Ko alone."
Yep.
Because she's like saying, "Oh, he doesn't want to become a vampire, so back off."
Yep.
And then they're like, "Who the fuck are you to tell us what we can or can't do?"
Yep.
So they're having a fight, and on the other side, Ko's like waiting for Hatsuka to get out of the shower, and then you see Hatsuka topless, but they don't censor it. So it's like, okay, and then you find out
They censor the bottom half though.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Hatsuka is a boy, and then Ko is like thrown off by this.
Ko's like, why do you dress as a girl? He's like, I look better. I'm more comfortable.
And it's adorable.
I like both.
And then Ko's like, that makes sense. So
I was just accepting. That was kind of cool. I was just like, I was just okay. That's what you are.
Cool. And he really didn't fully say no to him either. Like I'm not against it. But yeah, basically Hatsuka's offer was to be his offspring, basically.
Mm-hmm. I'll make you fall in love with me. No, is it because I'm a boy? No, not really.
But like he's like that's how he wants Nazuna.
But you know, Hatsuka brought up a really good point. Like, listen, like you say you want Nazuna, but you feel no attraction at all. Like that thing we talked about earlier about asexuality. That's Ko in essence.
Yeah.
You know. Like I mean, he like I shouldn't say he's asexual.
Like he's not. He doesn't understand feelings.
Is that like a mental disorder? Like, do you think that's more of a mental disorder or because he's a fucking child? He's still 14.
He's still 14.
I feel like
he still doesn't know more about himself either.
Yeah, I think it's really more about him not knowing himself as well as the fact that he
what he really wants.
Yeah, because I mean he likes tits, you know.
Yeah. And hold on. Actually, while you do, I'm gonna text our guest that we're almost ready for him.
Your guest? Oh,
our guest. Yeah.
Our guest. I was like, oh, you had a special guest. I was like, oh, somebody's under your desk, huh? Okay.
Nah, Bash is sleeping.
No, I thought you meant somebody else. I was like, oh.
No. We didn't find anyone from out yet.
All right.
Yeah,
Dude, you ever wonder since you live in the woods, you're gonna see like some creepy murderer or like some woman that's been murdered or some woman.
Weird enough, I kind of had a dream that our block was like a fucking cult, and then all of a sudden we're gonna go outside. There's like had like torches, like pitchforks, like they want to kill the new neighborhood.
Like for real, right?
And it's like I was expecting that. So I was like, okay,
bro, like I'd be scared, like because you have a bunch of woods. Like I would want to go in your woods, but then I would be like scared shitless at night to go in your woods and find like a torture chamber or some shit like buried underneath a log or something.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh my god, fuck that!
We're getting off track.
Very off track.
But yeah, then Ko was like, I gotta go find Nazuna. So Ko, the house was like, wait. Look. I would say yes. I'm just saying.
Right.
Looks girl enough. A hole's a hole. The man's job to thrust into a hole.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a used hole. Like, imagine how old is Hatsuka?
Well, who knows if they had sex with him?
Maybe.
He's probably just manipulating them and not fucking them.
But I mean,
I'm sure he fucked someone, but it's definitely not those three that were at the house.
I mean, Hatsuka wants to fuck Ko though, right?
Oh yeah.
I'll let you fuck me.
Like, more like a lust thing. Yeah, like while trick into love. Yeah, but Ko goes to the vampires. Nico, Sarah, and all this. Like, where's Nazuna? What'd you guys do to her? Like, we did nothing.
I knew automatically what was done. Yeah. I knew automatically.
Yeah, so now he goes off. And then we get a thing like from the first episode. This time, Nazuna is at the vending machine.
Yep.
And she comes like, buying a beer again?
That was such an awesome entrance.
I loved it. Like,
literally, I screamed. I was like, yo, let's go.
Smooth, baby, smooth. And yeah, like, this made it's like, oh yeah, I'm glad you're not hurt and all this, and he talks about how much he like wants her around in life, and then Nazuna wants to be a better vampire for him to fall in love with her, and they share that nice kiss, and it was great. I think we'll definitely get a season 2.
I hope we do.
What did you think? What would you grade it?
I think I gave it a 5 out of 5. Let me double confirm. That entrance, bro. I think that entrance is
Oh
really
yeah,
like
I
that
gave it
entrance.
four and a half.
Where is it? 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 Call of the night. What did I give it? 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 I gave it a 5 out of 5. That entrance sealed it. That entrance absolutely sealed it. It was fucking spectacular. Literally, I blew my shit.
Yeah.
And then the kiss, I was like, you guys can't see me on the audio.
Seeing Nazuna crying after the kiss, like that tearing up.
That's it. Oh my god, that was
I
so.
can't wait.
So
I
raw.
hope this needs to see
Like that was the most raw femininity I think of the entire season.
Yes.
From any anime, just raw, pure femininity at its best, and like just like just being like, yo, like I'm that nigga. That was Ko. Ko straight up looked at that bitch like, yeah, I'm that nigga. You gonna love me because I'm gonna love you. Mwah. I'm so
right.
Yes, I know you are because I'm so hard.
Yes. Alrighty. Co-main.
JoJo.
Yeah, we're not doing full on covers. We're just gonna talk about it because there's so many fucking episodes. JoJo Stone Ocean Part 2.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun.
It was so much fun.
Fucking Foo Fighters.
Foo Fighter.
Again, stands are creative. Some fucking annoying.
Yeah. Very.
Like that fucking, what was that tree one's name?
Tree?
No, not tree. That was like basically they use the insects and stuff.
Oh, toward the end, I forget his name. But yeah, he used fucking no, it wasn't insects, it was saliva.
That's right. We thought it was the insects, but no, it was
saliva. I forget.
Yeah, who gives a fuck?
Who gives a fuck?
But yeah, a lot of stuff with Jolene. Again, as always, great fights.
Yes.
Fucking Anastasia.
I didn't like him much, though. I mean, he died a noble death, but
well, that was Foo Fighters. I'm talking about Anastasia, that wants Jolene, that wants Jolene's cherry, that wants her love.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you're not getting it, dude. Calm down. And with Dio and Pucci, I think this is like the most calm Dio has ever been.
Are they gay? Like in the stage?
I think Pucci is definitely gay for Dio. Like Pucci's definitely gay for Dio.
Because like they're laying in bed together, like sharing like intimate conversation with each other.
You don't see Dio like this ever, just with him.
Like, dude, Pucci definitely leaves the room in fucking faps to fucking Dio.
Yeah,
he like probably takes his like used fucking shirt and just Dio-sama.
But yeah, of course, we get the bone of Dio, one of his last bones.
We get the backstory of the bone too, man.
Yeah.
Which is a pretty raw backstory as well, like as a symbol of like trust and friendship, like not like a ring, not like I'm gonna literally give you a piece of my body fresh out of my body.
And we finally.
I have a question. Do you think that Dio would have won if he had that bone? Matt's giving me this face like, really, nigga? Like, yo, are you stupid or what?
I still think he would have lost.
The world. I love when he said the world, though.
Yeah, I still think he still would have lost. Since Star Platinum had his powers, like I was being facetious. I know you were, but yeah, no, like no. I think he was destined to die there.
Yep.
And Pucci.
Or so we thought.
What?
Or so we thought.
Yeah, but Pucci sacrifices Jotaro's disc to get this offspring that had like the bone.
Yes.
And you find out why. He has it. It's like consuming him.
Yes.
It's not even his wife's take stand anymore.
No.
All for the new moon,
which is 6 days.
Yep.
Amazing. They're gonna like show a fucking another 12 to 13 episode like series and like which covers the equivalent of 6 days.
Yeah. Remember, Part 5 was a weekend.
Ah, that's true.
It was a whole weekend.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. And then, and Jolene and Emporio, they leave prison. So does Hermes and Anastasia and
Anastasia's dead. Well,
Foo Fighters is dead.
Anastasia's dead too.
The redhead.
Yeah,
The big guy. No, he's alive.
No, he's not alive.
He's
weather.
not dead.
You're thinking of a Weather Report.
No, I'm talking about Anastasia too. He's not dead yet.
I thought Anastasia was dead.
No, only Foo Fighters is dead.
Oh yeah. That's right. Because we see her soul. Yeah.
Yeah, only Foo Fighters is dead.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, they all leave prison, and it's time to get Jotaro his disc.
They're going to the mainland.
I gave it a solid 4. I think
Same.
Still fun.
It was still fun. Like I said in the chat, I think Poochie is a better villain than Kira. Though I still think the action in 5 as of now is still better than 4. I'm sorry, than 6. Sorry.
Right. Main event time.
Lycoris
Recoil. What a fucking banger. Even if they threw you off with their
I was right, Matt. They survived.
Well, again, if they're getting a season 2, then yeah, it makes sense.
They're not gonna get a season 2.
It's popular enough. It makes so much fucking money.
What can they possibly say?
They can do another mission. There's still Lily Bell. Majima's still alive.
Yeah. I want the spinoff more than a season 2. I want the Lily Bell spinoff.
Yeah, but again, I think we will. But yeah, again, all those death flashes just to go poof. Psych.
Oh my god.
So it's like, oh, then why'd you go so hard? Those fucking death flags just to go poof. It's like that fucking exploding death match.
It's like Jericho.
No, it's like they're hyped up the explosion just to get sparklers.
It's like Jericho falling off the cage.
Yeah, and then landing. You see the crash pad in view. Yeah, that's what it was. But again, they handled it. They handled it well though, so I will give it credit for that.
Yep, for sure.
But yeah, what you call it? The girls from Lycoris are injured, so Takeda leaves them behind. Yep. And we see Chisato and Majima fight it, and this fight is just awesome. Countdown going on. What was it, like a half hour? Half hour of the fight? The bomb?
45 minutes.
45 minutes for the bomb. They're fighting, they're shooting, guns blazing, couple hits on each other. Chisato's getting a mini heart attack. Majima sees this and goes, all right, break time.
No, you has to sit down and have a casual conversation like two homies.
Yeah, it's like I killing you when you're like, this is no fun.
Right.
He was even talking about like, yeah, if you guys were the weaker side, I would join you guys.
Yep.
So yeah, he's fucking Joker basically. In his saying like where he's just we live in a society, Chisato.
Yep.
But all's going on. They're taking that. Chisato's like, wow, this drink is great. Like here, try it. Like oh, okay. And on the other end of it, you see Yoshi with the nurse. And who jumps in? Even.
Fuck. What's it called? God damn it.
Mika.
Yes, Mika.
Yes. Mika, fucking daddy.
Bro, and hey, what did Mika hit this bitch with?
Multiple bullets.
And what else?
The K.
And what else?
What else did he hit it with?
His bad leg.
Oh yeah,
it's not bad.
He's fine. Yeah,
he's completely fine. He fucking kicked the shit out this bitch ovaries.
Yeah.
He has crushed ovaries along with being unconscious because he gangster. He fucking shot that bitch gangster as fuck.
He was like, "Is this her? Is this the one that fucked up Chisao?" He's like, "Yeah." Bam,
bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, and now, then he goes to Yoshi. They're having this sweet moment, and then Yoshi. It's like, I'd rather be killed by the guy I love, I guess. And then you see Mika with tears in his eyes.
That was so raw.
And you just see the flash.
A couple flashes.
A couple flashes. Like, oh.
That was.
And on the other side, while they're talking, Majima gets up saying, okay, break's over. Okay, back to fighting.
Bang, 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 bang.
A couple of stuff's going on. They're in the middle now. They're in the middle of the building as it's collapsing.
Yeah.
No guns. Tackle. Takeda's there. She's trying to save. Majima falls off. He falls out the window.
Yep.
Tries to save him. And Chisao's about to fall too. Takina has a grappling hook. Grabs her body. She's like limping, like half dead, in the rope. And the timer goes off, and we get fireworks.
We don't get a bomb. We get fireworks.
He was fucking trolling it. And of course, the media covers it up again, talking about how it was a big, high budget project that they're going to be working on. You see the cafe is back up and running. Kurumi is there. Mizuki is there. So is Takeda. So is Takeda, Mika. And they're like, "Oh, where's Chisato? Like, where's she go? She's gonna go see. She's gonna see Chisato." And it's like, what do you mean? Yeah, you find out that they took the heart from Yoshi and put it in Chisato.
Yep.
And she's not happy to the fact someone had to die for it.
She doesn't know that that Mika killed him. Right?
Yeah. No.
I can't wait for that conversation if they have the season 2.
Yeah, basically is. I that's why I was okay with it instead of just Yoshi going there last minute. I'm just kidding. You can have it.
Nah.
I would have been like, no. So it worked. How they did that. That's why I was like, I'm not even mad. They did it well.
Yeah.
And then we see Takeda and Chisato in Hawaii. Yeah, she was hiding in Hawaii. Takeda catches her, tries to bring her back. And of course we get more Yuri bait.
You're forgetting also that freaking in the letter after he killed Yoshi, there's a letter, and so Chisato gets the letter and it's blank. But beforehand, it had a message, and it literally said like Chisato, congratulations
on your second life. Like, here you go. Yeah, I was gonna talk about that after this.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Then Kurumi talks to Mika and says, like, so about your leg is like, don't say shit.
Yep, you're gonna end up like my boyfriend.
Yeah, basically, he wants no one to know about his leg. He doesn't want to know what you like. Keep basically the whole thing about Yoshi. Keep it shut. Like that's it. We're done here. And then we go. Yeah, and then basically they're taking the cafe around in Hawaii.
Yep.
And
they try to speak English, and that went horrible.
Hi, are you in trouble? And then I love the aloha.
But no, like I said, they basically had the letter, and it said, "Congratulations on your second life. Congratulations on your second life. Your second life began after mine ended, or some shit like that." And Mika threw that off the tower before we get into the Hawaii scene. I had to mention that because that was so tough.
Yeah. So it was like if Mika wasn't there, he was just not gonna give it to her. It's like he knew Mika was gonna be there, type of thing.
I don't know if he did.
I feel like part of him did.
Maybe it's like
because of how much he cares for Chisato. That's why.
I mean, they came in together, but still.
But we thought Mika left because he said, "Go back to the cafe. I'll meet you later."
Yeah. Nope.
But it turns out no, he didn't. He was there being fucking badass.
I'm gonna save my daughter and kill my man.
Exactly. That's what makes it that hurt.
That was so, bro. But I mean, imagine the type of man you have to be to like just
basically like, I don't think most would not do that. Yeah,
it's wild.
Yeah, like not just let's take you back, let's take you to the hospital to get removed while you're alive, type of thing.
Nope.
Just took it right then and there. But what would you give it?
5.
Yeah, this was a 5.
And you know what's crazy? I almost didn't watch this show.
Yeah, this wasn't even on my original watch list.
It was not. No.
But I'm glad we did.
Boy, am I glad we did.
This was so good.
And it's a consensus for a majority of people as anime of the year.
Yeah.
Will it be ours, Matt?
We will find out, because we will be
out.
We will be right back as we get ready for part 2 with our awards with our special guests. We will be back in a few minutes, guys. See you later.